Edmonton Sports Talk. My God, I loved it.
My name's Jay Milne. #Blue.
Our sports update deliverer, the Coon.
I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up today.
You know what, Reid?
You might be honest.
All right, here's what's going on in the nest.
So I find baseball very interesting. Now, of course, yes, it's an interesting sport. There's a lot of strategy. There's a lot of stats. There's a lot of tension. This is a great time of year to watch it. By the way, Eric Sabrowski, the Edmontonian, just got a big out for the Cleveland Guardians in their game against the Detroit Tigers. So we're keeping an eye on that one. The Blue Jays will learn their opponent tonight. Red Sox and Yankees play at 6 o'clock. Oilers, just one preseason game left for the Oilers. We'll break down what happened last night in Seattle and talk about some of the storylines there as well. But baseball is interesting to me, Jay, because, they always flash to the dugout. They cut to the dugout, cut to the manager, cut to the guys watching. And it's just such an interesting vibe to me. Just the staring and the watching and the trying to look emotionless, and but they're probably all tense and jumbled up inside watching this playoff baseball. But it's the spitting. Let's not forget about the spitting, of course. But I feel maybe we should try this someday. Okay, you and me. We'd have to try to do it at the major league level, which we could be found guilty of. Trespassing. I was trying to think of the word there. So I feel that you and I, Jason Milne and Reid Wilkins, could sneak onto a baseball dugout and fit in. And I don't think we could do this with other sports. Okay, so let's look at, what's going on a hockey bench?
Well, too much action.
You got to be ready.
Yeah,
your line might be up. There might be special teams you got to go on to. Or
we'd actually have to do something,
right? Like the coach would be like, do you ever be like, who's like, if we all of a sudden slipped onto the bench, or maybe walked out for the second period and got a spot on the bench, even if we put a familiar name and number on our jersey somehow, we'd be like, who is this guy? Like, he's not ready. He doesn't know where to go. He doesn't know what's going on. Football sideline, maybe we could blend in for a bit, but I don't know.
Just
maybe
size
you
alone.
Maybe you could because you've played, but again, you got to be ready to go. You got to have your helmet ready. Maybe we could blend in as coaches or something like that.
Yeah, like training.
But I still feel we'd get some glances. We'd still get some glances where it's like, what is that guy? Nobody holds the clipboard that way. What's he doing? Is he ready to go? Who is this guy? But I feel like a baseball game. You and I could sneak onto the dugout. So they'd give us uniforms, and we could sneak onto the dugout, and we could do the lean. Both arms up on the railing of the dugout.
Yeah.
You got to be chewing something. The whatever they chew, bubble gum, or what do you call it? Chew itself. What is that? Tobacco? Do they still chew tobacco?
I think
I think it's still kind of frowned upon, but I'm sure it's still done.
Oh, they do it, and they wrap Red Man in bubble gum or vice versa, and chew it together.
The sunflower seeds. I mean, we were watching today.
Disgusting.
Some guy launched quite a volley of several sunflower seeds out onto the ground as he's watching the game. But the baseball dugouts are weird. There's a lot of stillness. There's a lot of let's watch intently and bark encouragement periodically. And I figure, yeah, exactly.
Nice in there, right? Good eye.
I figure you and I could totally fit in, right? Because in hockey we might not know all the nicknames,
right?
It's most of the nicknames are obvious, but not all of them. So all it takes is one slip up. In baseball, you don't even have to use the nickname. You just, big fella, I'll go big guy.
Hey, way to go, that kid.
Yeah, let's go lefty. You got a left-handed pitcher on the round, and he throws a cup, paints the corner.
Yeah.
Like, great ball, lefty.
Good eye, kid.
Come on now, left side.
Like can, kid. Like can now.
Like so I figure we could sneak onto a baseball dugout.
Two down. There you go, kid.
See, Jay's fitting in right there.
There you go.
Yeah.
No. Now, here you go, kid. Let Ken now. On the ball now. Good eye. Way to go, kid. Let Ken now.
And in hockey, I mean, you couldn't get away with it.
No,
because you got to be ready to go. I mean, you might be able to be the banter guy to some extent, but eventually, until the coach is like, "Okay, 84 or whatever," like, "You're up," and we're like, "What?"
Knobloch's like, "What are you spitting on the ice?
Yeah,
what is in your mouth?
What are you doing?
Are you bleeding?"
No, I just my chew, coach. Come on now, McDavid. Let Ken now.
So, anyway,
Do up, do down. There you go.
yeah, and it's all this. Like it's just, and you know, another thing I find weird about baseball. I think we talked about this last year during the playoffs, and this is sort of dugout related too. But when a team is eliminated, you know, they just stand there and stare at the other team. You know, like their expressions don't change. I guess there's a little bit of that in hockey. You got to wait to shake hands, but you're waiting to shake hands. In baseball, they don't shake hands, which makes no sense to me. They can shake hands in hockey. They can shake hands in basketball, even if it's a partial handshake. And there is handshaking in football, right? Though it might be partial, right? The quarterbacks might shake hands, or you find a buddy or two with the guy you went up against. But in baseball, it's like, no, I can't shake hands with these guys. That was too much. But I can stand here and continue. Okay, so I know not everybody can see me on YouTube, but here's like a guy on a losing team. His team's down 3 runs in the 9th, 2 out. He's sitting there, you know, he's chewing, he's watching stoically. His buddy grounds out, season ends. His expression doesn't change. He keeps staring at the field. The other team is rushing the field or the mound to celebrate, and he just keeps staring away, spitting get out of there. Like, get out of there.
Yeah.
What are you waiting for? Okay, you lost. Get out of there. You're not waiting for a handshake. Get baseball etiquette, dugout etiquette. I just find very odd.
I don't know that there is much.
I'm not saying bad. I'm just saying it's odd. The staring, the spitting, and the chewing.
Throw whatever you want.
Yeah.
I mean, that might be the worst job in professional sports, is being the dugout cleaner. Can you imagine the disgusting?
It's a horror show. Yeah.
It'd just be a plethora of wetness and crispy sunflower seeds and gum. It'd be a nightmare.
Oh, yeah, it would be. So anyway, that's just a random observation I've had. We had a good time. We're watching some of the baseball. The Padres-Cubs game is starting right now. Red Sox and Yankees tonight, and then the winner plays the Blue Jays on Saturday. So the Blue Jays start time is TBD, brah. That's what it says on the MLB website. TBD, brah.
TBDB.
TBD. Right, TBD.
But they will take on the winner of either the Yankees or the Red Sox.
Yeah, it's a predetermined bracket. They don't play the lowest remaining team. How you doing, everybody? It's 3:09 along with Jason Milne. I'm Reid Wilkins. This is Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports, presented by Play Alberta. The Coob, Zachary Kubish, is back after a couple of days off. He's on the technical desk this afternoon. We have lots of Oilers to talk about. We'll dive into some CFL storylines. Jay's play of the day. We'll go into Thursday night football. What is it tonight? 49ers, Rams. We'll have another rodeo guest on the show, which will be fun. But what a great day we had yesterday.
Yeah.
That was just phenomenal at the Ice House downtown.
Yeah, I'm still recovering. I'm still
is there anything else that needs to be said about that?
No. Just ate a lot of chili.
The less said, the better?
Possibly.
You're a walking cliche, or perhaps a tooting cliche.
Well,
but the chili was good. The chili was good.
Great vibe.
Yeah, it was.
Vibes were high. It was fun down at the Canadian Ice House. They took really good care of us. Had some great guests on yesterday. Going to continue that today.
Yeah.
I like to see that. I thought that was nice to see. To see that you know, at least that area of downtown buzzing for the CFR. Right? You couldn't walk anywhere out there without seeing tight pants and cowboy hats. It was impressive.
Right. Yeah, it was pretty cool. We had Miss Rodeo Canada on the show. We had Cole Ashbacker on the show. Saddlebrook. Was he bucked off last night?
No, he rode.
Oh, he rode. Okay, sorry.
He got a score, but it wasn't close to the highest, but he still rode. So Still a chance for him to finish top 3.
Okay, which is your play of the day from one of your 2 plays of the day from yesterday.
Aye, Captain.
That's pretty incredible. All right. See, you can get in touch. 780-218-9999. That is the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox, home of Tap 25 restaurant, where the entire menu is 50% off 7 days a week from 2 to 5 p.m. I also want to let everybody know something else cool going on at River Cree. It's their birthday month, and you can celebrate with them Sunday, October 26th. They have cash and prize giveaways, fireworks, and more. At 3 o'clock, there's going to be a complimentary cake and champagne tasting, 18 plus for that, served until 6 on the casino floor. At 6, 7, and 8, a birthday blowout cash draw, 1 winner each hour in the promo area, and then a fireworks spectacular at 9 p.m. That's all for the River Cree's birthday on October 26th. How about this? On Boxing Day, Hysteria, a tribute to Def Leppard, and Blackout, a tribute to the Scorpions. RiverCreeResort.com to check out all their shows for the River Cree box office. Pretty cool stuff. All right, so that's 780-218-9999 afternoon inbox for River Cree Resort and Casino.
I just saw we just had some tweets going, or some messages going back and forth, and apparently there's a little bit of buzz going around about the potential or possibility of Connor McDavid signing on Monday.
Right.
What have you heard, Reid? Or
probably the same thing you have.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Just everybody take a deep breath. Just
if I knew for sure it was happening, I would tell everybody I knew for sure it was happening. I'm pleased to talk about it. I'd be pleased. Well, I wouldn't be pleased for myself because I'm fine either way. I'd be pleased for a lot of Oilers fans that it got done before the season started. So that's I guess that's a rumor and speculation we can discuss. Is that fair?
Fair. Our very own Dustin Nielsen, host of the Nielsen Show, said would just make sense. It's the last day of deferred money.
Oh, right, because they can do the new
CBA.
Right, in the CBA, the players can do this. So, because who was it? Seth Jarvis that did it for the Hurricanes? Some other player did it, right? But they're going to get money after their. Thanks, Gager.
Tried.
We don't have a remote. We lost the remote.
The ESTV remote is currently
gone,
hiding from us. We are going to search high and low, literally, to try find it. Reid, if you put that monitor on somehow.
Oh. Can we get cable on this?
Well, I think is this plugged? Yeah, I have it in my computer.
Oh, that's connected all the way over there?
I believe.
Okay, so we can try to get something else. Yeah, we want to watch the baseball games. Yeah, so the NHL, right, so that's the deadline to have a deferred salary contract. So, yeah, we'll see. I mean, maybe McDavid wants to do that. That would help the cap number a little bit, but see that he would still get a lot of money. Big picture, it would, I think, relieve a lot of stress for Oilers fans. But again, this is yet another thing we are speculating on. That day does, it makes sense for a lot of reasons too, right? Like you play the final preseason game on Friday, you get through the weekend, you come back raring to go for Wednesday's season opener, you get McDavid locked up. It would be very tidy, wouldn't it? After everything, all the fretting and all the worrying, it would just put a nice little bow on everything, wouldn't it?
I think that would ease a lot of minds, to say the least.
So we'll keep an eye on that. We're happy to talk about it. We'll talk about it as a rumor and as speculation, but maybe there's something to it. It does make sense as a possibility, but we can't know that it's going to happen for sure. More on the Oilers and last night's game against the Seattle Kraken. Of course, McDavid did not play as we move throughout the course of the afternoon. We want to do our off-topic topic here, Jay. Now, this is a big day for a lot of people. For some people. Well, I guess probably a lot of people. This is one of the biggest recording artists of all time. Has a new record coming out today. A new album. Do we call them records? This is Taylor Swift. And this is I double checked.
T-Swizzle?
T-Swizzle. The name of the album is, I forgot what it is.
Hysteria.
The Life of a Showgirl. Yeah, she's just going to put something out called Hysteria. So the way it's been explained to me by someone who is a fan of Taylor Swift, the release date is October 3rd, so it's coming out at midnight Eastern. So apparently, if you live in the Mountain Time Zone, you can get it at 9 o'clock tonight or 10 o'clock tonight, wherever you download or stream your music. Apparently, so we thought it would be interesting and hopefully very funny, because we're relying on our wonderful listeners for content for this, to have a Taylor Swift inspired off-topic topic presented by William Huff. Since 1952, William Huff has provided industry-leading advertising solutions for thousands of valued clients. Their unparalleled customer service, combined with decades of industry expertise and a desire to make every job the very best it can be, is what they call the William Huff Advantage. Visit their website at williamhuff.com or give them a shout at 780-454-4536. So here is the off-topic topic. What would be the title of a song that Taylor Swift would write about Edmonton sports talk?
Oh, boy.
What would a song be called that Taylor Swift wrote about Edmonton sports talk? 780-218-9999, River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. You can post in the nasty chat on YouTube.
Reid, I actually made a full track list.
Coob has a full album.
Full track list?
There's about 11 songs I
Good
came
on
up
you,
with.
Coob. Attaboy. Let's hear them.
You know, okay. Go through the full list.
Coob jumped on this.
Let her rip, Tater Chip.
There we go. I'm a Swiftie. I'm a Swiftie, baby.
Coob jumped on this.
This is like an anaconda taking down a pig.
There we go.
Just like that.
All right. First song on the album, Static Free.
Okay.
Solid one.
Good,
on
yeah.
the radio. It's a pretty basic one. Okay.
Okay.
12-Hour Days.
Okay. Good. Yeah.
Solid, strong.
And
Yeah.
she has a song called Wildest Dreams.
Yeah.
Wild EST Dreams.
Oh, very good. Very good.
She has another
and
song.
Scott Eastwood could play me in the video because he's in that.
Oh.
Yeah. I actually know quite a bit about Taylor Swift.
Oh.
Quite proud of myself.
I'm proud
Well,
of you, Reid.
I know Scott Eastwood is in a video. Maybe that's not that much.
Oh, that's quite a bit.
Sorry, Coop, to interrupt, but I do have something coming up where I'm going to surprise Reid for buying or selling that's going to be very Taylor Swift oriented.
Oh, good. I hope it's trivia.
I did not know any Taylor Swift songs really until I started doing this. And it turns out I know a little bit of a few songs, but Coop, continue.
All right. She has a song called Cardigan. Cass's Cardigan. He likes to wear those
wow, nice.
cardigans. Yeah.
Okay.
A Splash of Coke.
Now, would you
Is that the name of a song?
That's the name of one of the
Splash
songs.
of Coke. Then that
For me,
would be, yeah. But when she wrote it, it would be like some, forlorn romantic thing. Like she got a guy broke up with her. Like she knew she was going to get dumped because he wanted to meet for a drink, and then all he ordered was a splash of Coke.
Right.
And
'Cause
left.
it was me,
Yeah.
of course, and because it didn't last very long. Yeah.
My Popeye. Because of Popeyes
right. Okay.
Studio. Another one, The Story of Chet. And that's another breakup song.
Chet. Wow.
Chet Palmer might have
We might hear from Chet in a couple minutes.
Bind My Book. Another love story as well. Maybe a photo album is involved. Maybe they're in a long-term relationship and there was a photo album binded by the
Oh,
book
wow.
binder.
You're really thinking here.
No. Too Many Options is another one because there's so many ways that you could listen to EST or tune in or watch.
Okay, good.
We're on
Yeah.
the radio and everything like that as well.
Right.
Play in the Tecmo League.
Strong.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wildest
pretty good.
Dreams is one of the lyrics. You're in one of my wildest dreams. Come play in my Tecmo League. Maybe something along those lines.
I
But
like it.
That's pretty good, Coop.
That's very
That's
creative.
the most thought you've ever put into anything.
probably true. Yeah.
That's really good.
Thank
The
you.
only one I could think of because of our coup, Matthew Iwanek, instead of Shake It Off, would simply be Dust It Off.
Dust it off.
Yeah.
Well, she has that song called "You Belong with Me." She could have "You Belong with Reid."
I like that one.
Wouldn't you like
fitted,
that?
Would have fitted quite well. Bronco Nick says instead of champagne problems, 6 o'clocker problems.
Yeah. Timber Woodsman says, I love you as much as Dusty loves tendies.
Yeah, and the album cover would just be Dustin holding a big chicken tendy. So that is our off-topic topic. We don't know we never know how they're going to go. Yesterday's went really well.
Yes.
People liked that one.
I think I think we know what we're going to do.
Do we?
I think
Are we doing Dustin and Eric?
I think we should.
Okay. Yeah, we could do that.
Because I sit in Dustin's seat.
So I'd have to dress up like
Oh,
him.
right. Yeah. Well, I never thought of that. Well, I mean, I thought of that. Okay, yeah, we could try that.
You just need a wig.
I'm just going to warn you, though. I'm going to put no effort into the costume.
You have to put some in.
Well, no, somebody has to bring me the costume, and I'll put it on.
oh, come on. Look at
I'll
this
be
guy.
too
Come on.
distracted.
Oh,
I got too much life to live, baby.
There's been a Spirit Halloween right down the road for what, like 2 months now?
Well, imagine if they had a Lieutenant Eric costume in there.
he would
I
love
could get
that.
a Thor costume. That would work.
I think we can do it.
T. Gazzola in the nasty chat says, sorry, there's no new The Killers album coming out, so not really big release or news.
Well, yeah, we can't really name any of the songs anyway.
For what?
Well, for a Killers album. I mean, there's probably a couple songs that you could name from Taylor Swift, which we had. But
Yeah, so the track listing's already released.
Yeah, they're all.
People know the name of the songs for the album that's coming out tonight.
Yeah, I got a.
Yeah.
that out.
I think I saw some.
Yeah, I think the track listing. I just don't think she released a single yet for it. So it's all. And I think there's a movie coming out for it as well.
Look at you go, Reid.
Well,
You know a lot about Taylor Swift?
there's
your
some
bracelets?
people I know that if I don't know a little bit about Taylor Swift, I won't be able to have conversations with them.
Oh, really?
So I got to brush up. All right. Oh, you know what, Jay? We got to get to something else here. Somebody's standing by. We don't have him for very long because he's a
Busy guy.
pretty busy man. It's time for the Bear headlines. 100.3 The Bear, Edmonton's best rock. Stream them on iHeart today.
This is Chet Palmer with your sports update. Anyone have an apartment to rent near Rogers Place? Oilers young gun Matt Savoy looks like he needs a place to stay after lighting the lamp in Seattle. Welcome to the big time, Savvy. The 49ers aren't looking pretty going into their game tonight against the Rams. Their QB is out, and overall they're more bagged up than my brother-in-law after a trip to the drum factory. Give your bookie a call and take the Rams. Hey, and just checking the ticker for the latest baseball scores. Hey, hand me that paper, Cub reporter.
He's checking he's getting the latest scores.
The Detroit Crew pounding the Guardians up 6-1. Padres and Cubs, they're early on, no score. Tonight,
Hang on.
Tonight it'll be a do-ha-ha of a brouhaha as the Red Sox and Yanks try to tear each other to pieces. Watch out, Pedro. Old Zim wants to give you a jolt like an early morning cup of joe. I'm Chet Palmer.
Well, that was a longer one. Chet's tired.
I can't believe Chet can talk that long. He's usually out of breath.
Yeah. Well, and I think that's the first time he's done live scores.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
He smokes a lot. Eh?
He smokes a ton. Yeah.
Ton. He mixes
Cigars,
it up.
cigarettes,
Cigars,
pipes.
everything. Yes. He's got them all.
Sometimes I just catch him with a pipe.
It always smells good, though.
Yeah, like he's a very aromatic man.
He hides it well.
Oh my God. Duck Dad says, look what Coob made me do for the Taylor Swift song about EST. That is very good. All right. Well, we got to do a break, eh? This is fun.
Maybe,
We're off
yeah.
and running. We got the Oil Understood coming up for GCL Diesel. Here's Zach.
Six players have been loaned to the Condors. Oilers sending down Atro Lepinen, Quinn Hudson, Josh Szymanski, James Hamlin, Vilja Mariala, and Connor Clattenburg. Edmonton also placed Cam Dineen and Riley Stillman on waivers for the purpose of reassignment. For the Ducks, Jackson Lacombe has signed an 8-year deal worth $9 million per season. The 24-year-old is entering the final year of his current contract. While down south, Terry McLaurin of the Commanders has been ruled out for Sunday's game against the Chargers. McLaurin sidelined with a quad injury. While in Baltimore, Lamar Jackson did not practice today due to a hamstring issue. And tonight it's Rams and 49ers butting heads. Watch the game with Lieutenant Eric down at Selly's Sports Barn Lounge at Central Casino on Fort Road for kickoff at 6:15. And right now in baseball, the Tigers exploding with 4 runs in the top of the 7th to take a 6-1 lead over the Guardians. Cleveland up to bat next. The Padres and Cubs are also runless entering the second inning. Later on, it's the Red Sox Yankees going toe-to-toe. Victor in that game plays Toronto in the ALDS. This sports update is brought to you by Paramount Flooring, proudly serving Edmonton and area for over 30 years. Their West End showroom is open 7 days a week. You can shop online at paramountflooring.ca. More with Reid and Jay after the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
Two guys and a goalie.
Hire it or fire it. Leon and Connor out late in a penalty kill for the Edmonton Oilers.
Are you up a goal or down a goal?
Yeah, that's the thing. Okay, but I think you just told me why it should be fired because they think offense when they're on the ice, even if they...
Yeah, fire in general. I would generally fire it. Situationally hire it. If you're down a goal late, I'm throwing them out.
Two guys and a goalie, presented by GS Construction. Tuesday and Thursday afternoons at noon, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
We have what you're looking for. GD Liquidators is Edmonton's one-stop shop for new and used warehouse, office, and industrial items since 1987. You'll find what you want when you want it. Give us a call, visit us in-store, or check out the monthly auctions at gdliquidators.com. 100% Canadian-owned and operated. We have what you are looking for. GD Liquidators.
Win big this NFL season at the Canadian Brewhouse presented by Bud Light. You could win a trip to Super Bowl 60, plus prizes like smokers, Bud Light coolers, and a trip to an NFL home opener next season. Enjoy $1 off Bud Light and Budweiser tankers. Details at thecanadianbrewhouse.com.
GCL Diesel has been serving oil country since 1972. From diesel cars to SUVs to pickups. From farm tractors to school buses to a big rig. From diesel generators to forklifts, GCL can test, troubleshoot, and repair all diesel fuel system components. Whether it's injectors, pumps, turbos, filters, or additive, GCL has the parts you need to keep your diesel running the way it should. For genuine diesel parts at wholesale prices, visit GCL Diesel in the West End or online at gcldiesel.com. GCL Diesel. Diesel understood.
The leaves are turning, and just like golf season, time is running out to get in on Play Alberta's biggest offer ever. For a limited time only, new players can get up to a $1,000 casino bonus when they sign up. There's never been a better time to join the fun. Visit playalberta.ca today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery all in one app. Must be 18 plus to play. Remember, if you gamble, please use your game sense.
Fall football in your living room just became the fan zone. Before you move in the giant screen, make space to cheer on your favorite team with Sentinel Storage. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca.
Must you click? Click. Must you click? All right, there is the Thumb Click remix is put together by Zach Kubish. If you are watching us on YouTube, don't forget, hit that thumbs up button. Give us a like. If you've already done so, share the show link with somebody else and say, hey, check out Edmonton Sports Talk. They're doing a lot of cool stuff. They continue to grow, and we're a bunch of cool guys. And Jasmine.
A bunch of wild and crazy.
Well, Jasmine's the wildest and the craziest amongst us, I would think. Don't you? If you have to rank EST employees by wildness and craziness, Jasmine would have to be number one.
Sure.
Who else would be a candidate? Like, she's the clear one seed in my mind. Like, she would get a bye to the second round.
Eric's got to be up there.
Yeah, Eric is, but Eric's kind of more quirky, isn't he? More eccentric.
Well, I don't know what you mean by wild and crazy.
Like, you're just out there. Like, you're flamboyant. You like to go out a lot. You're the life of the party. Like you're an outgoing, somewhat, not unpredictable, but like, sometimes you need some reining in, maybe, like sometimes you need someone to say, hey, it's time to read a book now.
Yeah. I don't know if anybody here fits the term wild and crazy.
Okay.
I think that's a, like, wild and crazy is like,
I don't mean like dangerous. I don't mean like unlikable. I'm complimenting Jasmine. I'm just saying this is her personality.
Cray cray.
She's cray. I think that would cray cray in the bray bray.
Bray bray.
Is that what they say? Is that what the kids say?
It's cray cray season.
huge development here. This monitor to my right, well, you can't see it on YouTube. There's a little TV here. Well, this was a giant TV when we were kids. What is this, a 20-incher? This was like massive when
Can you imagine having this as a kid?
I remember in university, I saved money to buy a TV. And I was going to buy a 12-inch. These were like the little tube TVs that were square, or the 4x, they were the little ones. And I saved a few extra dollars, and I got a 15-inch instead of a 12. And that was just groundbreaking.
Yeah, we got both.
And now there's there's 7 monitors in this room alone. 8, actually. I missed this big one right behind
And they're probably all combined cheaper than that TV you bought.
Oh, probably. Yeah, TVs are quite affordable. So Jay got baseball on this year, so this is pretty cool because we can both see it quite handily. So I just want to go over something here, just as a possibility for Connor McDavid. There is speculation, unconfirmed. But speculation that maybe McDavid's going to sign a new contract on Monday, sign an extension. As we go into the oil understood for GCL Diesel, providers of the best diesel engine components around, from turbochargers to injectors, fuel pumps to sensors, they are the critical engine component experts, proud to serve Edmonton and Northern Alberta for over 50 years, now a partner of Edmonton Sports Talk and the Reid Wilkins Show. GCL Diesel. Diesel? Understood. Well, you thought I was going to do a loop-to-loop. I did not.
Touched your finger.
All right. So, well, imagine that, which is odd because we're farther apart now than we were yesterday. So I just looked up the story for Seth Jarvis's contract of the Carolina Hurricanes. This is from September 4th of last year. So I'll just read a section from it because it'll explain it as well as I could. One of the more interesting facets of the deal is a deferred payment structure, which will see the Hurricanes save approximately $400,000 on the contract's average annual value before paying that savings in full at its expiration. A traditional 8-year, $63.2 million deal would come in with an AAV of $7.9 million per year. But Jarvis's unique agreement will cost the Canes just $7.5 million through 2032. This kind of structure allows Jarvis to get the cumulative payday he's after while enabling the Hurricanes to maintain flexibility in a tight salary cap environment. All right.
So if we're talking deferred payments, then you're also talking a long-term deal.
Yes. Yeah.
Right?
So McDavid could say, I want to make $150 million. Whatever, pick a number. And then the Oilers could say, you will get that money, but what if we signed you to a contract that's worth whatever, 120, and you get 30 later? And McDavid might say, fine by me. So he could get a big payday, but his AAV would be lower. So he'd be both the highest paid player in the league and not.
Yeah, I've never been a big fan of those. I don't really understand why a player would do that. Because does it follow inflation over the 8 years?
I'm not sure exactly how they work, actually.
Is this put into a holding account where it accrues interest? You know what I mean? Like the player with that money, that say it's $500,000.
Right.
The player with that in their bank account can do a lot more than that, but saving the team. Now, but this would be a way of Connor McDavid becoming the highest player in the NHL and still leaving the team some goodwill to work with.
Right.
Right?
Right. And the Monday's the last day in which players can take these deferred payments, right? So it's something to think about.
Supersize Indiana Jones. Does any contract follow inflation? No, the contracts don't. But the money in the player's bank account certainly can.
Right.
So if the money's not in their account and it's in the team's account, well, you're not doing anything with it. If it's in your account, you're probably doing a hell of a lot with it. Just my opinion.
Right. So anyway, that's something to keep in mind. That'd be amazing if there was a contract on Monday. That'd be a big news day, as we say.
Whew. Wouldn't that be something?
Well, it would be something to get it out of the way before the season, right? I'm just trying to read up on all the rules for deferring money now. Yeah, this is from a few days ago. October 6th is the final date for NHL players to find deferred salary contracts. Beyond that, no player can sign that kind of a contract. Okay, so here's an example Saravelli used. $120 million, 8-year deal. He could defer as much as $40 million. So the contract would come down to $10 million AAV instead of around 15. And then it means obviously a player is agreeing to get part of their money later instead of all at once. So it provides, for the player, it can provide guaranteed payments after retirement to help manage taxes. So the team spreads out the cost, the player spreads out when they get paid. So, yeah, I mean, McDavid's going to need money in retirement.
Well, in this economy.
Have you seen the price of eggs? So anyway, just something to to remember, something to keep in mind. Monday is that deadline, so maybe that's what McDavid wants to take advantage of. We haven't really talked about that. He's been talking about mulling over things and thinking about his future. Maybe maybe it's beyond 8 years of potentially signing a long-term deal with the Oilers.
Well, is that also the last day you can do an 8-year extension as opposed to a 7 under the new CBA?
No, that goes until June 30th.
Yes. Okay.
But I guess October 6th is the rule for the deferred payments.
Interesting.
Could you imagine if they did that and they got McDavid on a $10 million cap hit? I mean, you're getting them, what, $6 to $8 million less than what you thought? Well, probably more like 8.
Well, is there any regulations on what you can do and how much you can defer? Like, is there something written into the CBA that says it can only be a percentage of the deal?
I don't know, actually. I'm not going to fool people here because I wasn't even sure. I didn't even know we were going to talk about this, but it sounds like there's a limit. How much salary can an NHL player defer? I will Google that.
Because the only time we've heard of it's a very small percentage.
Yeah, I think it was Jarvis and one other player. NHL players can know. This is not current. Deferred compensation on Puckpedia. This is a good page. Oh, yeah, there's a lot in here. Anyway. So Jacob Slavin did it as well.
But small. A small margin.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, so Jarvis's cap hit went from 7.9 to 7.42. Slavin's went from 6.46 to 6.39. So that was hardly anything. So it says here, so one of the questions Puckpedia puts, why isn't this more common? There is only a meaningful reduction in the cap hit if the amount deferred and or the deferral period are significant. Furthermore, if the interest rate is lower, like it was prior to recent years, the cap savings from the deferral is lower. So it has to do with interest rates. I got to admit, I'm not full up to this, but it is a way. It is a way to lower your cap hit. Gordon, the Nasty Chest, says it'd be a great move by Connor, and maybe why the team isn't worried if they have a deal but not wanting to announce it so other teams can't also pitch it. It's also one tool left to combat non-tax states. So I mean, maybe this will happen. That's a good point too about waiting to the last day so other teams don't do it. And Gord, I don't know if you saw Luke Yazzik on the show last week where he would be like, okay, well, Kaprizov signed, but at the time he wasn't. I mean, Luke was speculating, okay, Eichel, Kaprizov, other guys who might get extensions. You all have to work off me, so I'm going to make you wait. So anyway, just something to consider. But if you're asking me the ins and outs of some of the interest rates and the deferral and when they get it paid after, I can't give you that right now. But something to keep in mind. Fair enough?
Very interesting.
Yeah. Okay, we'll get to some clips from last night's game and talk about it a little bit when we get back. Jay's play of the day. Oh, it's Thursday. We're going to do Name the Animal as well. Detroit up 6-1 on Cleveland, so they're looking good to win that series. Cubs with an early... Oh, I'm stealing your thunder here, Coop. I'm sorry. You're doing the update. Coop's like, why is he talking?
Gosh darn you.
1-0 Cubs over the Padres in the second. Here is the Coop.
Edmonton's Atro Leppinen, Quinn Hudson, Josh Szymanski, James Hamblin, Vilya Mariala, and Connor Clanberg have all been loaned to the AHL Condors. The Oilers also placing Cam Dineen and Riley Stillman on waivers. Other news sees Jackson LeCombe making an 8-year extension with the Ducks worth $9 million this season. While in the NFL, Lamar Jackson did not practice for the Ravens today. He's out with a hamstring injury. Elsewhere, Washington's Terry McLaurin has been ruled out for Sunday's matchup against the Chargers as he battles a quad issue. Thursday night football, the Rams and 49ers clash. Both teams 3-1 on the season. Enjoy the action alongside Lieutenant Eric down at Selly's Sports Bar Lounge at Century Casino on Fort Road. Kickoff goes at 6:15. In MLB playoff action, bottom of the 8th, the Tigers hold a 6-1 lead over the G-Men. Winner meets Seattle in the ALDS. Meanwhile, the Cubs have taken a 1-0 lead over the Padres, bottom of the second. And Toronto's playoff opponent will be determined tonight. Yankees and Red Sox battle in Game 3 just after 6 o'clock. This sports update is brought to you by Advantage Sports Medicine. Connor McDavid's got a team of specialists, and you're stuck with a bag of frozen peas. Get the same locker room approach that's trusted by the best in the game. Call them at 780-460-9977 or visit their website at advantagesportmed.ca to book an appointment today. The conversation continues following the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
The oil stream.
What do you mean, come on, man? You're going to undercut the best player in the world and pay him less? Come on, man, me. The best player in the world that you want to keep here so you can win Stanley Cups, you're going to pay him less? Get out of here with that. You're going to pay him less than Kirill Kaprizov?
The oil stream, presented by Boston Pizza. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons at noon. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
The Alberta Snowmobile and Power Sports Show is back October 17th and 18th at the Edmonton Expo Center. See the 2026 lineup of sleds, ATVs, decks, GMC trucks, gear, and accessories. Meet 13-time X Games pro athlete Levi Lavalle. Presented by GMC. AlbertaSnowmobileshow.com.
Running your own small business takes courage, and as it grows, so does your team. That's why Alberta Blue Cross offers health, dental, life, disability, and wellness benefits designed for small businesses, because we know a healthy team means a thriving business. Join over 5,000 Alberta businesses who have chosen us to help their business grow and succeed. Alberta Blue Cross takes care of you and your employees, so you can take care of your business. Visit ab.bluecross.ca to find a plan that's right for you.
Gallo LLP is an Alberta-based accounting firm with expert chartered professional accountants in both our Edmonton and Sherwood Park accounting firms. Our experienced and innovative accountants provide financial advice that saves our clients money. Simply put, we help our clients protect their assets and grow their businesses. At Gallo LLP, they go beyond the numbers to ensure the continued success of your business. Reach out to Preet or John to discuss how they can help your business grow. Visit gallollp.ca today and see how they can help you take your business to the next level.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know. All right. Thanks a lot for joining us this afternoon, 3:45, along with Jason Milne. I'm Reid Wilkins. We are coming to you from the Canadian Brewhouse studio. Win big this football season at the Canadian Brewhouse. Enter for a trip 4-2 to Super Bowl 60 plus weekly prizes and $1 off Budweiser and Bud Light tankards. Details at thecanadianbrewhouse.com. We were at the Canadian Ice House for yesterday's show for the CFR Great Chili Cook-Off. It was awesome. We had chili. We met people. Who do we have on the show? So Jed was on. Cody Wilson, Miss Rodeo Canada, was on. Strudwick came on. Bareback rider Cole Ashbacker was on. Dusty hopped on with us, and we just rolled through it and had a lot of fun. It was pretty cool.
Fun day.
Fun day. Fun day.
Fun day, fun day, fun day.
Cleveland trying to rally here, down 6-1 to the bottom of the 8th. They do have runners on second and third with 2 out, so we will keep an eye on that one. Fun watching baseball playoffs. While we're at work today, you can email you can text 780-218-9999, the afternoon inbox presented by River Crew Resort and Casino. You can email Reid at EdmontonSportsTalk.com, Jay at EdmontonSportsTalk.com, and of course you can post in the nasty chat as well. Chat with us, but more importantly with each other, and give us a thumbs up as well. Error by the Tigers.
Major error.
Did Cleveland get 2 in?
Yes.
All right, so 6-3. What happened? I missed it.
Routine hit to first base. First baseman chucked it rather hard to the pitcher. Went off the pitcher's glove. Error. Now, the pitcher seemed to think that he threw out the base runner who was safe at first, Ramirez.
Is there going to be a review here?
Figured, yeah. So, pretty routine chopper to first. First baseman throws it doink off the pitcher.
Well,
and then Ramirez takes the second base. And yeah, I think that went off his shoulder.
Yeah. Yeah, pitcher covering first. So then the pitcher retrieves the ball by the dugout, throws to second. The batter he's out at second base. They're going to review that. Now the runs might count.
I think the runs were in already.
The runs should probably have been in already. So the lead will be cut to 6-3 for the Tigers, but we're going to the top of the 9th. Yeah, they've just overturned it. And is that, Detroit, call overturned. Yeah, so 3 out, but it is 6-3. The Guardians do get the runs.
Couple more off-topic topics have come in for William Huff. What would the title of a song Taylor Swift wrote about EST? Chris Sadaway says Jazz Needs to Calm Down by Taylor Swift.
Jeez.
William Mike Spear, he says, You Belong at Selly's and Teardrops on My Lions jersey.
Oh, jeez. That's pretty good. Oh, these are good. We got some very creative nasties out there. We love when you interact with us. Let's just quickly, we can talk more about this game later, but I want to get some clips in here. Part of the Oil Understood for GCL Diesel. Oilers lost 4-2 in Seattle last night. I watched the game not nearly as closely as I would watch a regular season game. And then you and I were both watching highlights today. I did think Matt Savoy played pretty well. Here's head coach Chris Knobloch.
He's made a strong impression right from day one. With the, the captain skates before training camp, and then when the main camp opened up, I think he's made a great impression. I think he's been working hard. His details have been good. So not only, he's been an offensive player, labeled as an offensive player when he was drafted and throughout junior and even in the American League, but he's worked on the details. He's very responsible defensively, so he looks like he's ready.
Savoy got a goal from Henrique and Howard. Howard had a couple of assists in this game. I thought it was probably his best showing of the preseason. McDavid, Draisaitl, Nugent Hopkins, Ekholm, Bouchard all didn't play. Noah Philp was under the weather. He didn't wind up playing, so they called up some guys from Bakersfield to fill in. PK wasn't great. Seattle got 2 power play goals in the first period. One of them was a 5-on-3. Tough mistake for Pickard. Gave the puck away behind the net. You hope that's the one time that happens this year, and it happened in a preseason game. But the final 2 periods, I did think the Oilers outplayed Seattle, so take that for what it's worth. Preseason ends tomorrow in Vancouver. That game's going to be televised. That'll be on Sportsnet. All right.
It's Jay, it's play, he's Jay, it's today. It's Jay's play of the day. It's Jay's play of the day. Jay's play of the day.
Presented by Play Alberta. Experience all the excitement of the casino in the palm of your hand. Download the Play Alberta app today and deposit $50 using the EST exclusive promo code EST Casino for a $50 casino bonus.
The ladies from Paramount Flooring were in this morning. They brought some donuts by. And they were singing the Jays Play of the Day song. The old jingle.
Really? Amazing.
Yeah. Just a reminder, for all your flooring needs, go visit our friends at Paramount Flooring. They're just down the road from us here. Not far at all. I think they're golfing right now. So if you're listening, hit a hole in one. Jays Play of the Day. Today, we are going to Thursday Night Football. Look, I just, with these 49ers injuries, Purdy's out, Jennings is out, and Ricky Purcell's out. I just don't know how they're going to be able to combat the LA Rams. I have Puka Nacua and Kyron Williams both to score a touchdown. That has been boosted to plus 220. You'll also see the Lock Shop Partner Parlay 2 in there. That's Kyron Williams over 60.5 yards. Jake Tunges over 3.5 receptions and total to be under 43.5 points. That's at plus 703. That's a big number. And the Grand Est Parlay. Moto. I don't know. Moto to win in regulation. Stafford over 1.5 passing TDs. And the Rams Niner over 7.5 first quarter points. All of those are available at playalberta.ca. Click on sports, click on EST specials, and you'll find it right there. And a reminder to always use your game sense.
It's Jay, it's play, he's Jay, it's today. It's Jay's play of the day. It's Jay's play of the day. Jay's play of the day.
All right. Good stuff.
Good stuff.
I just put this in the nasty chat for a couple people asking, why in some, and the lines, okay, the lines are the lines. Why Howard has been in a spot apparently above Savoy in a couple of games. If Savoy is, gets all this praise from the coach, you got to remember, Podkolzin has missed most of the preseason. So they would have had a plan for how the preseason rosters would have looked. And then when Podkolzin had to leave the team because of his father's death, they had to put other players in there. Like, remember, Wallman was supposed to play, and he's been out. And then that one game, it was Nurse Stetcher. And I asked Knobloch about that combination. He said, well, it is Nurse Wallman, but Wallman's unavailable right now because he's a little bit banged up in day-to-day. So, I wonder, and look, the lines change all the time, but we do put a lot of emphasis on how it's going to look opening day because we finally get to see the team again. But it could be, it's probably going to be Draisaitl, McDavid, Frederick. And then I wonder if it's Nugent Hopkins, Podkolzin, and Mangiapane on the second line. And then who knows? Maybe it is Henrique with Howard and Savoy as they, played together last night. Maybe that's the line. And then you could have Phil Kapanen and Janmark maybe on the fourth line. Just speculating. Tomasek is around. So, yeah, we'll see. All right. We got to do something. Do we have time to do this now?
Sure.
Okay. All right, it's our world-famous, award-winning segment, Name the Animal. At the technical desk, Zach Kubish will play the sound of an animal, and Jay and I must name the animal. We've done pretty well as a duo.
Yes.
Yeah, so we're helping each other out.
Laptops down.
What was it last? I don't know, but we've done pretty well. We've gotten Wolverine, Raccoon, Beaver, all fairly quickly.
What was it last time?
Yeah, that was a big one.
What was it last week?
I don't have the list with.
Last week took us a little longer. It was Wolverine once. There was something.
There was a
badger.
A badger.
Beaver and badger.
Yeah, he's given us. Okay. We got to get to it here.
Very tiny animals. All right, boys. Here it is.
That sounds like an animal in the distance.
Sounds very solitary.
Yeah. Can you play it again? It sounds ill.
I just can't see how this would be a bird. Is it a bird?
It is not a bird. No,
It's not a bird. Yeah, he doesn't give us birds.
4 legs.
it has 4 legs. And the sounds are spaced out. I cut them closer.
It's not a centipede. Okay, does it live in northern Alberta?
It does not.
It does not live in does it live in Canada?
It is not native to Canada.
It is not native to Canada. Is it a ferocious animal?
It is definitely a carnivore.
Okay.
It will be ferocious.
Is it larger than Coop the Corgi?
I think a bit larger. You would, yeah. Coop would not want to be try and be friends with this animal.
So it's likely a mammal then. Is it a mammal?
Yes.
It is a mammal.
And I must correct myself. It is an omnivore. It likes to eat fruit as well.
Okay, but if it was in this room with us, would we be uncomfortable?
Very.
Would we be dead?
There'd be a struggle.
So it's a bear of some sort.
No.
Play it again. Wow. So what are we missing here? So it is a mammal.
Mm-hmm.
Does it have fangs?
I don't think it does not have fangs.
Not like big, like tigers. So it's not like a tiger or something like that.
It is not a feline.
It's not a feline. Okay.
What part of the world is it native to?
It is found in Central and Eastern South America.
Okay.
Primarily in Brazil, Argentina, Bolivia, Paraguay, and Peru.
Wow. Okay. I don't know what's down there, Jay. It's not a python. It's not an anaconda.
I don't know what's down there, Jay.
It's in the jungle. Is it a jungle animal?
Is it a jungle animal? Let me see here.
Okay.
It doesn't say.
Don't worry about it.
Give us a clue.
It's only found in that part of the world. Have we heard of this? Apparently not.
When we hear the name of the animal, are we going to be like, oh?
You might have heard of it. It's not a very common
Oh, no.
specific species of
So
this
it's not
animal.
a feline. Is it dog-like?
Yes.
Is it...
It's not a dingo?
It isn't a dingo.
Is it a jackal?
It is not a jackal.
But so it looks like a really big, mean dog.
It is very similar to
Tasmanian devil.
It looks like a fox.
Looks like a fox, but it's South American though. Mm-hmm. Oh man,
his colors resemble a fox. It's very furry.
I'm gonna see if anybody in the nasty chat knows. I think we need help.
There could be white spots.
You can't win anything except our pride. It's white with white spots.
No, sorry. Parts of it is white. It could be white, red, and black. Parts of it are black as well. It's got a bit of a hunch on its neck.
Is it a hyena?
Longer legs. It's very similar to a hyena, but it's not a hyena.
What's a South American dog? Dag.
I don't know. There must be some type of species that we don't know about.
It's not a feline.
It is not a cat-like creature.
Mike, the Michigan fan, capybara.
We've done that.
Yeah, we have done that.
Did we do that one already?
Yes.
Can you give us a clue?
Yeah, so it's not a cat. So some people are putting types of cats in. It's not going to be a cat. It's not a river lion.
Let's see here. You might see these in a zoo, and it's closely related to. Well, it's quite obvious. It's closely related to perhaps some animals you might see quite commonly here in Edmonton.
I think
a coyote.
Very similar to a coyote, but it's not a coyote.
So we might have to wave the white flag.
Is it a maned wolf?
Yes.
It is. It's a maned wolf.
There we go.
I don't know what that is.
I don't really know what it was before.
It looks like a hyena.
Okay.
Yeah. Like it hunches and creeps around like a hyena, but it's got the look of a fox.
Interesting.
Same color coding.
Well, I had never heard of that animal, Coop. You pretty much
Jay got it.
Jay
ChatGPT told me about
Jay
that
got it. Jay got it. So that's good.
There we go. Let's go, boys.
All right. Tigers beat the Guardians 6-3. So that series is over. Tigers will play the Mariners in the next round. And yes, they are showing shots of the Guardians players. Just there they are.
there they are.
They're there in the dugout. Just like
Spitting?
get out of there. Like what's the why? That is I'm gonna ask Jeff that. Jeff Krushell's next. Here's the 4:00 break.
The Lock Shop. Are you familiar with this Mason Miller guy from the Padres?
Not probably as familiar as you are.
This is the most intimidating pitcher I think I've ever seen.
Really?
He looks like he's about 6'5" or 6'6", would make a great bouncer. Dude, he is throwing 103, 104, and I think he's faced 12 batters. He has struck them all out.
The Lock Shop, weekday mornings at 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino.
Just wasting gas. Whoa, blurring them dotted lines, killing.
Don't miss 3-time CCMA Performer of the Year, Dallas Smith, Unplugged, November 1st at the River Cree Resort and Casino. Get your tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement, bet on it.
Lobsterfest is back at the Canadian Brewhouse. Saturday, October 4th at 6 p.m. A pound and a half of fresh Atlantic lobster with all the fixins for just $49.99. Pair it with a stein of Alexander Keith. Details at thecanadianbrewhouse.com.
The EST Hangout.
If it went the other way, had he been south coming north, I would have lost my show. It would have cost me tens of thousands.
Yeah. Wow.
And it was just a random thing. Like, what's Marilyn Manson doing in the Denny's at 6 a.m? I can't answer that. I have no idea.
We can try to guess.
No disrespect to Denny's, but like, what's Marilyn Manson doing?
Ruins over my ham.
The EST Hangout, presented by Sentinel Storage. Weekday mornings 9 to 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Weiss Johnson, whoa.
Hi, Dennis from Weiss Johnson here, and we're excited to be partnering up with the Nielsen Show and have a special deal exclusive for Nielsen Show listeners. Get 10% off any new Trane furnace, air conditioner, or heat pump installation from now until the end of October. Bundle a furnace with an AC or heat pump and get 25% off the package price. Get your home comfort now for all seasons with Weiss Johnson and Trane. Trane, it's hard to stop a train. Visit wjsportstalk.com today.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
Six players have been loaned to the Condors. Oilers sending down Atro Lepinen, Quinn Hudson, Josh Szymanski, James Hamblin, and Vilja Mariala, and Connor Clattenburg to the Condors. Edmonton also placing Cam Dineen, Riley Stillman on waivers for the purpose of reassignment. For the Ducks, Jackson Lacombe has signed an 8-year extension worth $9 million this season. The 24-year-old is entering the final year of his current deal. And down south, Terry McLaurin of the Commanders has been ruled out for Sunday's game against the Chargers. McLaurin sidelined with a quad injury while in Baltimore. Lamar Jackson did not practice with a hamstring issue. And in Philly, Dallas Goedert was limited at practice after missing time yesterday with a knee injury. Tonight, the Rams and 49ers butt heads in LA. Watch the game with Lieutenant Eric down at Sally's Sports Bar and Lounge at Century Casino on Fort Road with kickoff at 6:15. In baseball, the Tigers beat the Guardians 6-3, taking that series 2-1. Detroit now plays the Mariners in the ALDS. Elsewhere, the Cubs lead the Padres 2-zip, bottom of the third. Later on, we see the Red Sox and Yankees go toe-to-toe. Winner takes on Toronto. I'm Zachary Kubish. That was your Sports Update. Hour 2 of the Reid Wilkins Show starts right now.
So, yeah, just more on and again, this is speculation on McDavid. This is just because it's a big topic. We've been talking about it for a while. So the last day in the NHL to register a deferred contract is Monday. Okay? So we were talking about the possibility of McDavid announcing and the Oilers announcing the contract extension on Monday and it including deferred money. And then we were wondering, well, how much is there a limit to how much a player can defer? So I asked somebody who I know and trust about this, who said he could defer the entire thing if he wanted to.
Okay.
You probably wouldn't. And the person I talked to, again, who I trust, does not think that McDavid would be deferring anything. So that's just more fuel for whatever you want to discuss amongst yourselves or with us. But I mean, again, this is speculation. It's a big thing to speculate about. I don't know how this came up that something could happen Monday, maybe. And then I think what was it? Somebody said that the Hall of Fame room is booked on Monday for something.
Yeah.
So this got the ball rolling. Well, it must be a press conference for McDavid. I'm just going to say this. It could be a lot of other things. The OEG and organizations use that room. So I'm not saying it couldn't be, but I'm saying it could be a bunch of other things. And then somebody looked at it, it's like, oh, that's the last safe for deferred money. It's all coming together. We'll see. With these things, I tend to be like, okay, turn down the speculation knob just a little bit and let's just see what happens. But we talked about it. We've given as much information as we can on it. So there we go. 780-218-9999 is how you text us. That, of course, is the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. River Cree Resort and Casino, home of the kitchen restaurant, Sundays and Mondays, 50% off the entire menu. That is Sundays and Mondays, 5 p.m. until close. A lot of fun talking about baseball at this time of year. Friend of EST from the Crush Performance Podcast, Jeff Krushell joining us. Jeff, good to see you again. How are you doing, buddy?
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Fantastic show today. I'm loving this.
Oh, good. You love talking about contracts that may or may not be signed on maybe or maybe not on a certain day?
Well, I do like that, but I'm kind of into the Taylor Swift conversation and also getting you guys in the dugout, man. I'm just telling you, I have an idea I want to throw at you when you guys are ready for it. I think it's a great idea.
Well, I think we're ready for it. If it can be shared.
Listen, there's nothing like seeing a ball game from the dugout for sure. But guys, I think you're right. Trespassing and the security in Major League Baseball might be a bit of trouble. A little trouble. But the Savannah Bananas guys, I think we could pull this off. We could get you guys in the dugout of the Savannah Bananas, man, in one of their sold-out stadium shows. That would be phenomenal.
So I got to ask you something. First of all, thanks for that. That's great. I love how you're on board with this, and you were listening for the entire first hour. All right. So now, you know we've only met in person for a couple times, but you've been listening to me for a while. You've been on the show. You know I think weird things. So sure enough, the Tigers defeat the Guardians, and all the Guardians are up on the rail, spitting and staring. They're not waiting for a handshake. To me, this is a weird thing about baseball culture that the losing team will just sit there and stoically stare at the other team celebrating for like several minutes, not for 20 seconds. Like they will stand there. What's going on?
Well, I can say this. Like I've kind of been there before. Unfortunately, I've never been in the postseason. That was one of my goals for sure. So unfortunately, I can't speak to that. But boy, after a big loss, especially here, guys, think of this. So Detroit and Cleveland would probably, if you include spring training, they're probably they're beyond 200 games right now. So to get here, 170 games, 200 games of spring training, can you imagine the shock? Can you imagine going through all of that and being that close? And I honestly think if you look at those guys, they're going, oh my goodness, that's what it looks like. That could be us. That's what it is. It's heartbreaking. I'm telling you.
It's almost like they're in shock. Like, oh my God, we don't have a game tomorrow. Sort of thing.
Yeah. So close. And it's such a long, drawn out season, guys. The schedule is so brutal. I can totally understand where those guys are at. And honestly, you might never get there again. Like so many players just never get the opportunity to be in the postseason, leave alone compete for a World Series. So that's another thing. I think a lot of guys will just stand there going, Okay, so that's my thoughts there.
Well, and it can be over so fast, right? And I got to admit, I grew up in the era where there were 4 divisions. You either win the AL East, AL West, NL West, NL East. People older than me, there were just the two leagues, and there was just went straight to the World Series. I got to admit, it's taken me a while over the last 3 or 4 years, however long they've had it, to wrap my mind around the best of 3. But I like that they do it all in one city, and now I'm accepting. Okay, it's a way to get still a 90-win team in the playoffs that could be dangerous or is getting healthy. How do you like this shorter series and given a couple teams buys like the Blue Jays have?
Yeah, well, hey, I think I'm with you. When they first announced the wild cards, what a massive change in the baseball landscape, right? Especially for baseball traditionalists. And I wasn't sure, Reid, but I'm with you. I've grown to love it. And for this reason, you guys talked about parity in the league earlier. I think it was you guys were mentioning it a bit. There's no parity in baseball, right? I mean, spend. It was such a great way to get more fan bases involved late in the season. It has been tremendous for the game. The three game series, merciless, absolutely punishing and merciless. It's do or die. And if you win that first game, I don't know, I can't remember what the stat is, but there's a 90+% chance you win. If you win that first game, so critical, right? So no, I'm with you. I love this, the last 2 seasons, guys, right down to the wire, 162 games. It's down to the wire. Detroit almost missed the playoffs. Guardians come back 15 and a half games to almost overtake them and get them out. The Mets with the largest payroll in Major League history don't make the playoffs. So many great storylines going into this postseason.
All right. So now the Blue Jays, I believe, had an inter-squad game today.
Yeah.
So, and I was wondering about that because, like you mentioned, the grind of a baseball season, but it would be unusual except for the All-Star break, I guess, it would be unusual for players to have more than one day off. So part of my brain goes to like the rest versus rust thing, right? Which in most times I would say rest is better, but baseball, like 5-6 days. Any concerns about, that throwing off timing? Is this smart what the Jays did today? How do you look at that?
Oh, yeah. I think they have 2. They played Tuesday and today. Brilliant, guys. Brilliant. Can you imagine not playing for 5 days and stepping between those lines, stepping onto the field? No, I think it's really great. And they did have a few thousand fans in the stadium at the time, and they were pumping out crowd noise, right? So it was a fun game. It was pretty loose, but guys were competitive, and the pitchers were pitching for outs, and the guys were hitting for at-bats. So it was really good. You can't have that many days off in a game like baseball. Though I will say this, what a great opportunity to maybe heal up some of those bumps and bruises and maybe get some of those pitchers back into the pitching rotation, right? Because that's going to be one of the biggest issues for the Blue Jays coming up here, other than missing Bichette, right?
Jeff Krushell joining us here on the Reid Wilkins Show. Look, right after our show, 6:08 Mountain Time, is going to be Game 3, Red Sox at Yankees. The winner of that series will go on to face the Blue Jays, of who we were just talking about. In your opinion, who should Blue Jays fans be wanting to win tonight's game?
Yeah, honestly, I think we want the Red Sox to win this game, guys. We really, really do. Even if you just look at the series over the course of this last season, right? They were 5-8 versus the Red Sox, 8-5 versus the Yankees. So they've had a little more success versus the Yankees. The Red Sox were red hot. And if you remember at the end of the season, Red Sox really handed it to the Blue Jays. The Yankees, I think, are a better match for the Blue Jays to move forward. Plus, if they get by the Jays, guys, I can see a World Series appearance being a very realistic goal, especially if they manage that pitching staff well.
Prior to the Dodgers winning their series in 2, the Philadelphia Phillies were the favorite to go on and win the World Series. Now, since the Dodgers have played a wild card series and swept that series 2-0, they're now the favorite to win the World Series, which blows my mind how that can happen. But that series is set to start on Saturday. Is it fair to say that you think out of the National League that one of those two teams is gonna represent the National League in the World Series?
Yeah, I definitely do. At the start of the season, guys, I'll just tell you my pick at the start of the season was the Yankees and Dodgers again in the World Series. So I think the Dodgers will walk through this. They're just so deep. Just look at that pitching staff. It's crazy. And Ohtani, listen, here is a special human being. Like, honest to goodness, I actually got a chance to catch that outing where he pitched 5 scoreless innings and hit his 50th home run. Hey guys, that's how you earn $700 million right there, right? So special. And we're going to see him for the first time pitch in the postseason, and I can't wait. Krushell is also going to pitch in this series. So, boy, they're really primed to take on the Phillies here. It's going to be a fantastic series, guys.
And speaking of deferred money, isn't most of Ohtani, isn't like he not getting paid till after he's 40 or something like that?
Way after. I think they're only paying him something like $20 million a year or something like that, if that even. I'm not even sure, but yeah, it's deferred way down the line. This is going to be. I'm going to humbly say, or cautiously say, or maybe not even cautiously, guys. This is a slippery slope for sport. I am telling you, down the road when these come due, how many players are going to be owed that deferred money, and is it going to be worth it? I will say this, Ohtani's probably worth that and much more just in jersey sales alone, right? Honestly. So, but I don't think there's too many of those guys around, right?
Well, yeah, I heard the guys on the Maury show talking about him yesterday. Like, I think Dusty said, is Ohtani going to be appreciated more in 100 years than he is now? Because baseball's so stat heavy, right? And say 100 years from now, some kid's probably going to have a tablet built into his hand and be like, this guy actually existed, just like you and I look at Ruth stats or somebody's like.
Yeah, Babe, I was going to say, Reid, same thing. Babe Ruth, we go back and look at, Babe Ruth, Lou Gehrig, all the greats, right, from way back in the day. Yes, you're 100% right. These are the guys that are going to be the historic players, moving forward. And it's fun to watch. We're seeing it live, like we're seeing McDavid live. What a special time in sport.
All right. Well, I'll just circle back to the Blue Jays for one more. I want to know, because I have a couple of buddies who are big fans, and and I read speculation. How would Jeff Krushell, if you could be the manager, how would you set the Blue Jays rotation?
Oh yeah, I think that's pretty easy for me, guys. Going into this series, it's definitely going to be Guzman, Bieber, and then I think we'll go with a young gun because Savage has just been so great. He's 22. This is a special.
Didn't he just come up in August?
Listen, yes, Reid. This is a very special story in all of baseball. Listen, he rose through all 5 levels of baseball this year to make his debut in Major League Baseball. And he didn't just have some success there. He's going to be probably the 3rd starter in the postseason for the Blue Jays. And how crazy special is that? Scherzer might be a 4th, but I think they're going to keep Scherzer in the bullpen. And I would probably have, if it goes deep, I would definitely have Guzman pitch twice, have their ace pitch twice in this series. That's how I would do it. And I think that's how they're going to do it too.
Okay. Jeff, this is awesome. We love having you in the show. It was great seeing you on the Hangout. I think that was Monday. I was going to say Friday because there was a day off after, but I think it was Monday. We'll have you on again through the playoffs because we love talking baseball with you. You've got so much energy and so much knowledge. Thanks a lot for fitting us in. Crush Perform. Give your website and where people can find all your stuff too.
Yeah, Crush Performance right there on EST. Wednesday nights, our show airs, guys. We air first there, and then the podcast goes up afterwards. So that's been a lot of fun. You guys go to jeffkrushell.com. And then, guys, hey, I was driving back. I just got out of my session here. Driving back, I was listening to you guys, got caught behind a train. But I love the Swiftie talk. So I do have a song. Do I have time?
Of course.
Okay, so my Taylor Swift song, okay? And my daughter is a Swiftie, so I think she's going to love this. But my song is Nasty Loving You.
Oh, that's really good. That is really good.
As a tribute to the nasties out there, it's Nasty Loving You. Just Nasty Loving You. That's my Swiftie song.
Oh, Jeff, you're the best.
Crush it. If you like Taylor Swift and your daughter's a Swiftie, you're going to want to listen to the next segment. It's Buying or Selling for Damon Bunting coming up after the break.
Yeah, I don't even know what it is actually. So well, I'm like you going into this not knowing, Jeff.
I'm going to let the cat out of the bag. I'm going to quiz Reid on buying or selling. Is this a Taylor Swift song title or not?
Oh, I think I'm going to do quite well. I actually think I'm going to do well.
Okay, we'll see. We'll find out.
Thanks,
we'll find
guys.
out. Thanks, Gus.
Oh, he's the best. He's the best.
Fantastic.
I mean, I joke about the whole dugout thing, but it must be numbing. Because there's the last out. We're done.
Well, and I appreciate what he said. I mean, these players have played upwards of 200 games. I think it's immediately shock.
Yeah,
that this is actually over. That there's no practice tomorrow.
Yeah,
there's certainly no game. So yeah, I can understand that and appreciate it. And for some of the younger players, I mean, you've seen this in other sports as well, where they like to sit out there and see how those guys react,
right?
And kind of use it as motivation to propel you into next season.
Coming to you from the Canadian Brewhouse studio, UFC 320 is live Saturday, October 4th, coming up at the Canadian Brewhouse with TVs at every turn, ice cold drinks, and nonstop action. You won't miss a moment. The Canadian Brewhouse, our house, is your house. Are you going to be watching that, Coop? You going to be watching UFC 320?
I'll be trying.
Okay.
Got a pretty busy weekend, but the main event.
All right.
The 2 or 3 big fights on that card are must-watches for me.
Okay. All right. Good stuff.
I might have to get it on my phone.
Coop will update you on the Cubs and the Padres. This 6 o'clock game, Red Sox and Yankees. I was watching the video of the Don Zimmer charging Pedro Martinez.
Oh, beautiful.
And that was the whole thing. He threw a high pitch at Krim Garcia, and then there was the whole pointing at the head, and Jorge Posada was out of the dugout, and it's like, was he saying, I'm going to throw at your head? Was he saying, I'm going to remember this?
Yeah. Use your head.
And then Clemens, I think, threw a high one at Ramirez, which actually wasn't that close. He was high, but it wasn't really inside-ish.
Yeah.
And Ramirez starts walking toward the mound, and then everybody comes out. And then Don Zimmer, who'd been barking at Pedro earlier, charges at him like...
That's a tough day for Don Zimmer.
Yeah, and Pedro, if Pedro just jumped out of the way, Zimmer probably still loses his balance and goes down, but he kind of grabbed his head and made sure he was going down. But that's why it's a great rivalry.
There you go.
All right, here comes the Coop.
Edmonton's Atro Lepinen, Quinn Hudson, Josh Szymanski, James Hamblin, and Vilja Mariala, along with Connor Clattenburg, have all been loaned to the AHL. Oilers also placing Cam Dineen and Riley Stillman on waivers. In other news, Jackson Lacoma's inked an 8-year extension with the Ducks worth $9 million per season, while down south, Lamar Jackson did not practice for the Ravens today, out with a hamstring injury. Elsewhere, Washington's Terry McLaurin has been ruled out for Sunday's matchup against the Chargers as he's battling a quad issue. Thursday night football, it's the Rams and 49ers clashing. Both teams 3-1 on the season. Enjoy the action alongside Lieutenant Eric down at Sally's Sports Bar and Lounge at Central Casino on Fort Road. Kickoff for that one is at 6:15. And on the diamond, Detroit punched their ticket to the ALDS after beating Cleveland 6-3. Tigers and Mariners matchup this weekend. And right now, bottom of the 4th inning, the Cubs are up 2-0 over the Padres. And tonight we see Toronto's playoff opponent being determined. Yankees and Red Sox battle in Game 3 just after 6 o'clock. The Reid Wilkins Show continues after a brief intermission. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric.
Jamie McClellan.
Listen, until he signs, people won't relax. The Oilers will lose 2 in a row. There'll be a look on the bench. The media grabs and goes, oh, he's out of here, or, something happens. I still do believe that he is going to sign probably a short-term extension, but I also think he's going to make it extremely interesting, we'll call it, because I don't think he's going to sign anytime soon.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric. Weekday mornings 6 to 9, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
When you cater with Royal Pizza, you're getting the same great pizzas, pastas, and salads you love, just bigger and built for a crowd. Perfect for teams, offices, or parties, Royal Pizza's catering brings real value around $10 per person. Delicious, high quality, and easy. If you like their pastas, you'll love their catering pastas even more. Visit royalpizza.ca or contact your local store for exact pricing and details.
So come on home, Royal Pizza, still making it great.
When gambling, set a budget before you play. Stay informed and visit GameSenseAB.ca to learn how. Remember, if you gamble, use your game sense. Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino.
Just wasting gas. Whoa, blurring them dotted lines, killing.
Don't miss 3-time CCMA Performer of the Year, Dallas Smith, Unplugged, November 1st at the River Cree Resort and Casino. Get your tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement, bet on it.
Since 1952, William Huff has been the heartbeat of Edmonton's advertising world. From humble beginnings to a citywide powerhouse, we've been the go-to for signage from print to design and installation. Partnering with Edmonton's top sports franchises and major events, we've helped shape the city's global reputation. Our secret? Unmatched customer service, decades of experience, and a passion for excellence we call the William Huff Advantage. Visit us online at williamhuff.com.
Thanks a lot for joining us this afternoon. Oilers had a lightly attended skate today. They play in Vancouver tomorrow at 8 o'clock to close out the preseason. Alec Regula, defenseman, has looked pretty good. Here's Knobloch.
Regula, guy who hasn't played very much hockey for the last year and a half, and for him to come to the to camp after that much time off and play as well as he had, that's a lot of respect for him, because he put in saw all the training and the rehab he was doing throughout the summer and last year during the season. So now he has this opportunity, and I believe he's making the most out of it.
Yeah, he's looked pretty good. I would expect him to be on the roster for opening day, and we'll one more preseason game tomorrow. Let's get to it. Jay. End the preseason. You're not going to watch tomorrow night, eh? You're going to the rodeo?
Yeah.
I'll watch.
The rodeo.
You're going to Rodeo Drive. Time for buying or selling for Damon Bunting, a consistent top-producing realtor in the greater Edmonton area for over 18 years. He and his team would love to help you find that right home or make the move from your current home. Community-driven, he understands what it takes to make a difference in our city. Check him out, DamonBunting.com, Instagram handle, Damon Bunting Real Estate.
It smells like yogurt.
Where?
Are you eating yogurt?
Do I smell like yogurt? Oh, Coob's got a big vat of yogurt.
What? That's a vat of yogurt?
It's an entire jar of yogurt.
Come on,
no.
Coob.
Not entirely. No,
Look at the size of that bowl.
Yeah, it wasn't
Was
fully
that filled
filled
up with yogurt?
No, this thing is like
the bacteria is going to take over your brain.
Jeez, Coob.
Forget about pooping regularly. You're going to be thinking like a yogurt. You're going to become a sentient half yogurt.
The smell of
being.
yogurt is intoxicating.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's banana yogurt too. It's the extra protein.
Like you need more
Greek
of that.
yogurt. Yeah.
Jeez,
I need that
saw
protein,
you eating,
baby.
A thing of that size of berries earlier. What are you doing? Is this a new diet?
You on a cleanse?
Volume eating, it's called. So you eat lots of food, but they're lower calories.
Huh.
And then you get
Why don't you eat less food with higher calories?
Yeah, just eat chips.
Then I'll be hungry and I'll be having to drink lots of black coffee.
All right.
Okay.
Subside my hunger.
All right, Coop.
Okay.
Buying or selling for Damon Bunting. You've prepared this for me.
Buying or selling? Well, I mean, in honor of Taylor Swift releasing her latest album.
Yeah. Big record release.
Big record release tonight at 10 o'clock. That's 12 Eastern. Taylor Swift song title. So you're buying or selling if this is an actual Taylor Swift song title.
All right. I did not cheat. I will not look in the nasty chat. How many are you giving me?
14.
Buying or selling, I'll get double digits correct.
So okay. Can we get a line on this?
Yes.
What would the line? Nasty chat. What would that be? Would that be even money for Reid to go 10 of 14? So that's what okay. So I'm going to say right, wrong. I think you're going to do pretty good too. Okay. Song number 1, Everlong.
Buying.
That's a Taylor Swift song?
Yes. Really?
Sounds like it would be.
That is a song by Foo Fighters.
Well, they could be by more than one person.
Oh, get out of here.
Like
Everlong belongs to Foo Fighters. If Taylor Swift, this is from Foo Fighters.
Well, there's like bands that have a song named Photograph that aren't Def Leppard.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Let me
I know
see.
Everlong
song. It comes up. Foo
I know
Fighters.
Everlong is a Foo Fighters song, but I thought she
1997.
I'm going to do bad on this. Now I'm all rattled already.
So you are 1 wrong, 0 right.
Yes.
Okay, Fix You.
Oh man, I'll say yes. That is.
That is?
Yeah. Wrong again.
That is Coldplay song from 2005.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, she could have it too, though. Wow, this is terrible. I'm poor. I got to get 12 out of. I got to get 10 out of 12 right now. The odds of that slim.
Oh, this is fun. Okay, I did something bad.
I did something bad? Oh, man. Okay, I'll say it is since you've given me 2 that aren't.
That is off of the 2017 album Reputation.
Oh, of course.
Lust for Life.
Lust for Life is an Iggy Pop song. I will say no. Oh, so you actually gave me other real songs, though. You didn't just say, like, the table is wet or something.
No, why would I do that?
Okay.
That doesn't seem fair.
Well, if I realized that, I would have probably got the first 2 right.
Closer.
Closer is a movie starring Natalie Portman and Clive Owen. I'm going to say this is a Taylor Swift song. Wrong again.
9 Inch Nails, 1994.
Oh, right. Wasn't that in 7?
Maybe.
But again, these are all songs that she could have titles of too. This is a disaster, everybody. I'm going to lose my broadcasting license. That's right. I keep it next to my fishing license. I got them in the same place.
Electric Touch.
Electric Touch. Yes, that's her. That's hers.
So through 6 songs, you're 3 and 3. This is off the 2019 album. 2023 album. Speak Now. Taylor's version.
Right. That's also what she says to her dog.
What, Electric Touch?
Speak Now.
Oh. Electric Touch.
Fido, don't run into that fence. Taylor, why do you have an electric fence around? It's to keep people out, not my dog in. Well, then just electrify the one side of it.
Message in a Bottle.
Message in a Bottle is a Police song that I believe was, and I believe this is the anniversary of that album being released is today. Is that why you picked this?
No, this is...
what's it called? Regatta de Blanc? But she probably has a song named that too. Sure. I don't know.
Okay, I'm just going to pull it up. So this was a trick question because it is both, but because you identified it as a Police
and
song
even got
first,
the album.
Correct. So I'm going to give you
I think this is the anniversary of it being released.
And there's also Message in a Bottle by Taylor Swift. Real original. This was off the 2021 Red album. Taylor's version.
Regatta de Blanc, released October 2nd, 1979, featured Message in a Bottle. Thank you, all you Police fans out there. You're welcome.
So, what is the difference between a Red album and a Red album Taylor's version?
She re-recorded everything, so the previous people who made it with her didn't get any more royalties. That's what I understand. Yes,
like she has to worry about that.
She didn't want to share. I don't know the full story, but yeah, she re-recorded stuff.
Wow. It was a good day.
It was a good day, man. I'll say that's hers. No, wow, this is a disaster.
Ice Cube, 1992.
Oh wow, okay.
4 and 4, Reid.
Yeah.
Well, how many songs we have left? 1,
6,
2, 3.
Get them all right.
You have to get them all right.
And Message in a Bottle, you gave me bonus points.
Okay, so I think you could do it. Would have, could have, should have.
That's hers.
It's off the 2022 album, Midnight's 3 a.m. Mm-hmm.
Is that the name of the album?
I don't know. Sure.
Yes.
Yes. Stay, stay, stay.
Stay, stay, stay. I'm going to say no. Is not hers.
Stay, stay, stay is a hit off the 2012 Red album.
Okay.
Not Taylor's version, just Red.
Well, it would probably be on both.
Could be. Sail Away.
Sail Away is not hers.
Bonus point. I will give you bonus points if you know who
Isn't
it is.
that by Styx?
Well, this one's by Randy Newman.
Oh, okay. Did Styx have a song called that? I can't remember.
No. Styx. Oh, this is Randy Newman, 1972 hit, Sail Away.
Okay.
Is that Come Sail Away, Come Sail Away?
Doesn't somebody else have a song about sailing? I don't know.
Crazy.
Okay, well, there's a lot of songs named Crazy. I don't know if she actually has one. Beyonce, no, she had Crazy. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say Taylor Swift does not have a Crazy.
Good one. You didn't fall for the bait. That was Gnarls Barkley.
Of course.
From 2006.
But doesn't Beyonce have something, or Destiny's Child? Or is it Crazy Like That? Yeah, Come Sail Away, song by Styx, 1977.
Oh, that was the one I was singing then. I don't know this Randy Newman one.
This segment is a disaster, everybody. I just want everybody to know that Jay and I recognize that while we're doing it.
Oh, who? Reid, settle down. Afterglow.
I think that is Taylor.
Afterglow, off the 2025 album, Lover.
Lover is not 2025.
That's what it said, Reid.
It's not. Lover's a few years ago.
Well, that's what it said.
I know Lover's a few years ago.
Fine. 2019.
Lover has
Sorry,
the
it was
song
2019.
Lover on it.
2019 album. God.
Thank you.
The Tortured Poets Department.
That is definitely her, because that's the name of her last album. That's definitely Taylor.
Young Americans.
Oh, is that her?
Young Americans.
I think that is Taylor. No, wrong. All right.
She was a young American.
Who was that?
Young American.
Simon and Garfunkel?
David Bowie. 1975.
Oh, well, jeez.
Okay, so you had 9 wrong.
I did terrible. That's awful.
5 right.
I don't even want to work anymore.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
That was absolutely soul crushing.
Are you? I Reid, if it means anything to you, I wouldn't have got any of those.
Nothing
right.
means anything to me anymore. Okay,
don't be so down.
It's all meaningless.
But Reid, don't feel so down. You get to roll.
I guess it's not bad that I knew 6.
Yeah, you did pretty good.
I mean, you could argue that someone of my vintage shouldn't know anything.
Yeah,
but you didn't make it easy on me.
Why would I?
Well, you didn't. None of the songs you gave me of hers were hits or singles.
I thought every song she says is a hit.
Well,
that's what everybody says. Oh, Taylor's the best.
Oh my goodness. What do we have here? Crepe 13 says this show is a disaster, and then later on posts he is an old man. Well, Crepe, someday you'll be my age, and you can decide then what is the definition of old. A says always supportive of me. Says David Bowie, how can not anybody know that? Well, I didn't. And then somebody else says Noah Philp worst helmet fit. That's a random comment. Does Noah Philp have a funny fitting helmet?
I don't know.
I've never noticed that.
Noah Philp. He played at the U of A.
Did he? Are you sure?
I know.
Noah Philp was a U of A Golden Bear?
You wouldn't believe. You wouldn't.
Is that
not
factual?
many people know that.
It's kind of slid.
I see nothing wrong with Noah Philp's helmet.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, does this look weird?
No, I don't. Is that maybe there's something? I don't know how current that photo is.
It also comes from a...
Maybe that's a Taylor Swift song. No, Philip. Worst helmet fit. That could be a song. Oh, my goodness. Well, I thought I would do better on the Taylor Swift song title, so I'm a little disappointed in myself.
Yeah, I wouldn't be.
Yeah. And I didn't expect... Here's what I thought you were going to do. I thought you were going to give me song titles that weren't other songs. Like, for example, when you said Lust for Life, or when you said like Everlong, well, I knew there's another song called Everlong, but I thought that sounds like a song she would write.
See, I was giving you songs that I thought you might recognize so that you'd know to identify it.
I was still thinking she could have a song called that, right?
Well, she is sneaky.
Right.
She is sneaky.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
Rob from the Grove says Michael Jordan is the greatest basketball player ever. Now we're just having people put random notes in.
Yeah, send in the most random note you can into the nasty chat. The more random, the better.
Oh, my goodness.
I think this is fun. See, Reid, we kicked off a total discussion here.
We really did. Oh, that was good. That was buying or selling for Damon Bunting. A little more on the Oilers, on the Elks playoff chances. The Canadian Finals rodeo is underway. We got a great guest coming up on that as well. Here's the Coop.
Six players have been loaned to the Condors. Oilers sending down Atro, Lepinin, Quinn Hudson, Josh Szymanski, James Hamlin, Ville Mariala, and Connor Clattenburg. Edmonton also placing Cam Dineen and Riley Stillman on waivers for the purpose of reassignment. For the Ducks, Jackson Lacombe signed an 8-year deal worth $9 million annually. The 24-year-old is entering the final year of his current contract down south. Terry McLaurin of the Commanders has been rolled out for Sunday's matchup against the Chargers. McLaurin sidelined with a quad injury. While in Baltimore, Lamar Jackson did not practice today due to a hamstring issue. And in Philly, Dallas Goedert was limited at practice after being away yesterday. He's fighting through a knee injury. Tonight, the Rams and 49ers butt heads in LA. Watch the game with Lieutenant Eric down at Sally Sports Bar and Lounge at Century Casino on Fort Road. Kickoff at 6:15. And in baseball, the Tigers beat the Guardians 6-3, taking that series 2-1. Detroit moves on to play the Mariners. Right now, we see the Cubs holding a 2-0 lead, bottom of the fifth, against the Padres. Red Sox and Yankees also go toe-to-toe. Winner of that one takes on Toronto in the ALDS. The Reid Wilkins Show continues after the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
Need extra space for products, tools, or seasonal stock? Sentinel Storage gives your business flexible storage and the room to grow. Affordable storage that scales with you. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca. Buy Canadian, store Canadian.
The leaves are turning, and just like golf season, time is running out to get in on Play Alberta's biggest offer ever. For a limited time only, new players can get up to a $1,000 casino bonus when they sign up. There's never been a better time to join the fun. Visit playalberta.ca today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery all in one app. Must be 18 plus to play. Remember, if you gamble, please use your game sense.
Win big this NFL season at the Canadian Brewhouse presented by Bud Light. You could win a trip to Super Bowl 60, plus prizes like smokers, Bud Light coolers, and a trip to an NFL home opener next season. Enjoy $1 off Bud Light and Budweiser tankers. Details at thecanadianbrewhouse.com.
The Alberta Snowmobile and Power Sports Show is back October 17th and 18th at the Edmonton Expo Center. See the 2026 lineup of sleds, ATVs, decks, GMC trucks, gear, and accessories. Meet 13-time X Games pro athlete Levi Lavallee. Presented by GMC. AlbertaSnowmobileShow.com.
You've always known GCL Diesel as the experts in diesel fuel systems, but did you know that GCL is also your source for turbochargers and turbo repair? As a turbo supplier for Garrett, Borg Warner, and Holset, GCL can provide genuine original equipment turbos at wholesale prices. Whether it's diesel, gas, natural gas, or performance, we can provide you with the turbo or custom repair you require. Turbo questions? We've got turbo answers. Visit us in the West End or online at GCLDiesel.com. GCL Diesel, turbochargers, understood.
the oil stream.
What do you mean, come on, man? You're going to undercut the best player in the world and pay him less? Don't come on, man, me. The best player in the world that you want to keep here so you can win Stanley Cups, you're going to pay him less? Get out of here with that. You're going to pay him less than Kirill Kaprizov?
The oil stream presented by Boston Pizza. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons at noon. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Oh my goodness, what a day. Well, people understand the assignment. We just wanted random stuff in the nasty chat. Really good stuff. Han Solo 87 says 2 eyes, 2 ears, a chin, a mouth, 10 fingers, 2 nipples. I've just described to you the Loch Ness Monster and the reward for its capture, all the riches in Scotland. That's inviting. Just the number 1 in the nasty chat. That's the username, just the digit 1. Last time I got 12 donuts from Lucy's Bakery in Hazeldean. Instead of a 13th donut to complete the baker's dozen, I got a sausage roll, giant chocolate chip cookie, and a bottle of ice cold water. Ace says a card deck properly shoveled will be guaranteed to have never existed in that order before. I have heard that before, Ace. That is a fascinating fact. Thank you for posting that.
Jen Cool says the human circulatory system is more than 60,000 miles long. That can't be true.
Well, stretched out.
Really?
Well, why not?
That's a long distance.
Think how little all your veins are.
I mean, I just, that's a fascinating note.
It's pretty good. Shrimp City Beach says, welcome to EST, where nothing could possibly go wrong. That, of course, is from the Simpsons episode, I believe, when they went to Itchy and Scratchy Land. And who's posting on Coob puts in the nasty chat, yogurt is good. Beautiful, Coob. Oh, we're having fun. Thanks for joining us this afternoon. Number 1 says, what is digging my lawn up? That reminds me, we still have to excavate the lawn here.
Yes, right out there.
So you and I are digging. Ace is dusting and cataloging. And I think
Norman at Combine and
Uke are foreman.
I don't know how that worked. Yeah. Those were the people.
Yeah.
The giant dinosaur.
We're digging for dinosaur and or alien bones. All right. I'm sure our next guest is wondering what the heck is going on. Then again, I'm sure our next guest knows exactly what is going on because he's been watching me and listening to me for about a quarter century. He's our voices of the game for Windsor Plywood Leduc, locally owned and operated since 1993. We're more than just plywood. We offer everything from doors and flooring to decking, fencing, and custom millwork with a huge selection of hardwoods and knowledgeable staff. We're here for all your DIY needs. Windsor Plywood Leduc, the experts you need to know. I believe when I first met this gentleman, I think he was in grade 11 or 12. And how about this? He is now the CEO of the Canadian Pro Rodeo Association. Denny Phipps is checking in. Denny, you're on with Reid and Jay. How are you doing?
Hey, guys. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Perfect. I'm doing well. You want to know what? We got night 1 under our belt last night, and it was a great night of rodeo action, and it's just really good to get that first one ticked off and look forward to the next 4 days.
Yeah, well, thanks for coming on. We'll talk about our connections here in a couple minutes because it's kind of fun to reconnect with you. I'm trying to now. The finals have been through some changes, right? Because it was Edmonton, and then where did they go before they settled back in Edmonton at Rogers Place?
So we were in Edmonton for 44 years. The first year was in the old Gardens, and then we were 43 years in Northlands Coliseum, Skyreach Center, Rexall, whatever you have the affinity to call it. And then we moved to Red Deer for 5 years. So number 45 through 49, and then we returned to Edmonton last year for CFR for the 50th anniversary. So it was pretty special. First time rodeo in Rogers Place. And we were able to bring the rodeo back, the CFR. It's such a huge economic and social and cultural driver in whatever city we're in, and it just feels like home being in Edmonton.
All right, now is this a little earlier than it had been in the past too?
It is. So in previous years, we were always on with Farm Fair, over top of Remembrance Day kind of picture. When we moved to Red Deer, we moved 1 week earlier. With the move back to Edmonton, though, kind of working with the Oilers schedule and Rogers Place's schedule, we moved to the start of October, which created its own challenges within our season a little bit, but it's easier on the animals, obviously, to be here in Edmonton for 5, 6, 7 days in the middle, start of October is a little easier on them than being here in the middle of November. So just, it's really good on the, especially on the animal care aspect of it. And our athletes are in the best shape that they can be. So there's definitely the traditional side of things it's a little different not being in November anymore, but there was a lot of positives that we seen last year and even last night.
Okay, so where do the animals live this week?
So the timed event, like the tie down roping horses and the steer wrestling horses, the barrel horses, we've created stabling right actually across the street in Fan Park. So the tent is on the south end of Fan Park. We divide it up, and then the north end of Fan Park is dedicated to all of the contestant animals. We've got 24-hour security in there. We've got a barn boss that lives there basically all week long. He's pulled a camper in and he's there 24 hours a day to look after them. So that's where the timed event animals live, and they come in and they can be walked right across the street. The rough stock animals actually, they're stabled at the exact same spot they were when we were at Old Northlands Coliseum, and then they're trucked in daily to the ones that are competing. So yeah, we really is utilizing a lot of assets and areas within the city.
Okay, and how were ticket sales, the crowd last night, all that type of, because we were downtown, you saw us, and it was buzzing there in the ice house, so there was a lot of excited people ready to go to night one.
Yeah, no, it was great. Like obviously, like anything, it's a Wednesday night, and you'd love to see more people. But we Wednesday and Thursday night we just have we have the lower bowl open, and someday we hope to have the upper bowl open as well. We'd love to see everyone come back. I know that we've got a lot of work to do to get back to where we were when we were in Northlands Coliseum, but it was really exciting. Great buzz in the building. Lots of people. It was definitely stronger than last year. To see that growth is really nice. Ticket sales are running ahead of last year, but there's definitely still tickets available. So we'd like you to come on out and join us.
Okay. So it's off and running. We got to ask, I got to catch up with you a little bit, because yesterday I was looking for a guest, and we got Cole Ashbacker on, but I was dealing with your media relations contact, who said I could get you Denny Phipps. He's the CEO. And I was like, wait a minute. I said, I interviewed a Denny Phipps when I lived in Lloyd. And she said, that is the same person. So I think you're going to have to help me up here. Were you doing novice saddle bronc?
Bareback, yeah.
Bareback, pardon me. Okay, and you're from where again?
Marshall, Saskatchewan's where I'd call home, but Lloydminster, Marshall. I went to school in Lashburn.
Oh, geez. Lashburn had a bowling alley. I wonder if they still have it.
I heard they did.
Okay, so were you the Canadian champ? Is that how we started talking to you, or coming up through the ranks?
So yeah, coming up through the ranks, and just kind of historical. And for everyone, Reid was our local TV news sportscaster, which was awesome. So he did a great job covering rodeo in those days. And there was quite a rodeo scene around Lloydminster, and a lot of us that had a lot of success. My brother as well, kind of a similar vein. My brother Jay, he was a Canadian novice champion a couple times, and then he qualified for the Canadian finals 3 times. I qualified for the Canadian finals 3 times as well. But kind of the first time I remember talking to yourself, Reid, was when I won the Saskatchewan provincial championship in the bareback riding.
That's what it was. Okay, and I think, were you still going to? Did you go to Lloyd Comp?
No,
you went to Lashburn. You went to Lashburn. Sorry,
I went to Lashburn, and yeah, so I remember that. And then I think you were there till 2006 or 7 in Lloyd.
Yeah,
so
7. Yeah,
I went to university. I graduated in 2001, and I went to university on a rodeo scholarship in the States, and continued to rodeo in Canada, in the pros and amateurs. Had a lot of success I was lucky enough to have a lot of success in both, and got a degree in the States and came back up. And when I finished university, every summer I'd come back to Lloydminster and rodeo out of there. But when I graduated, I moved to Cochrane, and I've been there for the last 19 years. Was very fortunate. I got to have a really, really long rodeo career. But yeah, I vividly remember those early conversations, getting calls from Reid after a real successful weekend. You did a great job following the rodeo scene, and I know that it was always. I'll be very honest. That was where I started my media training, was interviewing yourself and Greg Buchanan as another name that. That was the beginning of my media training.
So what made you want to go into this side of it? I mean, now you're the CEO of the Canadian Pro Rodeo Association, which is pretty cool. How did that transition happen?
I'm a bit of a glutton for punishment, I suppose. You want to know what? I was super fortunate. I had a really long career. I like to say that I grew old in a young man's game. In 2021, 2001, I bought my permit, my professional permit, and in 2021, I retired, just missing the Canadian finals by $132. So I was very blessed with a long career. I spent 4 years on our board of directors, working from that, and I retired at the end of 2021. And at the start of 2022, my phone rang one day, and I answered it, and they're like, "Hey, we're thinking about, you might be a good person to our general manager. We've changed the title at the time. He's this very successful, Jeff Robson, very successful business person, very successful cowboy, and he really had his hands all over this return to Edmonton as well. He called me and he's like, I think we'd like you to be my successor. And I'm like, oh, that sounds like a lot of stress. But you want to know what? There's not a job I can think of that would give me the opportunity to give back to something that's given me so much. I've got to see so many wonderful places, meet so many people, and I owe it all to my bareback rigging and my cowboy hat. And I've seen a lot of cool places in this country and the United States, made a lot of great friends that I could call up at a moment's notice. And what better way to give back to it than being given the opportunity and the responsibility to lead this ship and lead it through some cool changes, like returning to Edmonton. It's been a really fun job to learn on the job, really. Sitting on the board of directors, I had a inkling of what it would entail, but get to sit and talk rodeo all day long and try and drive the sport forward. My wife works for the Calgary Stampede as the rodeo lead there, so we have some pretty good conversations around the dinner table about how to make this sport better and make it better for our contractors, our personnel, and most importantly, our athletes and the fans. Like, let's not forget about it. Ultimately, we're in the entertainment industry like every other sport, so how can we make us the most entertaining product that you'll see?
Yeah. Denny Phipps joining us here on the Reid Wilkins Show, CEO of the Canadian Pro Rodeo Association. I wanted to, speaking of rodeo, speaking of an event that, and I just want you to speak on the rise of breakaway roping, how it's come up, because I mean, that's one of the most exciting events that's on the docket now. How long has that been a part of these major rodeos? Because I know it's been involved with high school rodeo for a while, but talk about the rise and the success of breakaway roping.
Oh, you hit one on my heart here, Jay. So the breakaway roping, we started as a board to talk about bringing it into the CPRA in some aspect in 2000, like through the winter of 2019, 2000, and then COVID hit. I think we had a few events in 2019 with it. So then coming out of COVID, the board of directors, I'd left the board at that time, they decided, I think about 25 rodeos had it, and they brought 6 contestants that the major events bring 12, and they competed in the first 3 days or the last 3 days of the CFR. And that happened in 2021 and 2022 and 2023. Was able to bring on all 12 girls. So that in 2023, we brought 12 girls, and then with the move to red, but they were still only in 3 perfs. And in 2024, last year was the first time we were able to include them in every single performance of the Canadian finals. This year they're back. More and more rodeos continue to add it as an event. It's still an optional event. I think last year we had over 90% of our events had breakaway roping. So it really is becoming a staple. And those ladies, they're just such great horsewomen. They're such great ropers, such great athletes. And most importantly, they're such great ambassadors for the sport and what they do. You can't ask for a nicer group of ladies. And when you talk about representation in sport, we've always had barrel racers and we've always had rodeo queens, but this gives those girls that, well, barrel racing's not for me. They've got that area, they've got that direction now, and by the entries, I think this year we had over 2,000 entries across our season in the breakaway roping. So it is a very significant, it's on the rise. And then you see major rodeos across Canada, the United States at it significant money. And it's just fun to see these opportunities grow, and the professionalism of these girls is just, it really is what makes it so exciting. It is a fast event. Last night, 2.2 seconds won first, 2.3 seconds won second. Last year, Macy at Clare set the Canadian record at 1.5 seconds to win a round.
Wow. Yeah. Well, and this is a variation of tie-down roping. I mean, maybe for those that give it the Cole's notes, Denny, for those that don't know what we're talking about.
Fair enough. Sorry. Sometimes I get a little ahead of myself.
No, that's okay.
Breakaway roping, much like the tie-down roping, they back into the roping box, they nod their head, the calf gets a head start, and these girls come out and they rope the calf. But unlike the tie-down roping, instead of jumping off and having to tie the calf like you would on a ranch to doctor it, the rope just breaks away, and so it happens really quickly that way, and it allows everything to go fast. It's a great, I'm a bit of a production nerd, and it's a fast, exciting event, which makes the production run really smoothly as well. There's just very few things that I could even highlight if I wanted to that I didn't love about the event.
Denny, this is great to catch up with you. Glad you've done just awesome in rodeo as a competitor and now as CEO of the Canadian Pro Rodeo Association. Awesome to reconnect with you. Hope the next few days are incredible at Rogers Place. And let's not wait another 18 or 19 years to be in touch again.
Jay, you guys got my number now.
Yeah, right on. Thanks, Denny.
Thanks, guys.
Denny Phipps checking in. Wow, that is a flashback for me. That's incredible.
That was that. Well, the way you guys were talking yesterday, I just came into it because we were all over the map.
He came
there.
to say hi during one of the commercial breaks. Yeah,
and I could tell that he had known you for quite a while, and that was really cool to see. But that's awesome. I mean, that's a big role for him to be taking on, and by all accounts, it looks like he's doing a fantastic job. That breakaway roping, though, I mean, 2.2 seconds. That was the fastest time last night.
Right.
That's that fast. Yeah. So. It is a fast event. It's great. And I'm excited. Yeah, I can't wait to go tomorrow night.
Okay. You can get in touch, 780-218-9999. That's the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. Of course, River Cree Resort and Casino, home of Tap 25 Restaurant. $18.99 prime rib special, available 7 days a week from 11:30 a.m. to 11 at night, except on show nights. And that is available for dine-in and takeout.
Number one does recognize Denny Phipps. Great hat fit.
Yes, that's true.
True.
That's very good.
True.
Yeah. All right. We'll be back after the 5 o'clock break.
Two guys and a goalie.
Hire it or fire it. Leon and Connor out late in a penalty kill for the Edmonton Oilers.
Are you up a goal or down a goal?
Yeah, that's the thing. Okay, but I think you just told me why it should be fired, because they think offense when they're on the ice, even if they...
Yeah, fire in general. I would generally fire it. Situationally hire it. If you're down a goal late, I'm throwing them out.
Two guys and a goalie, presented by GS Construction. Tuesday and Thursday afternoons at noon, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know.
Weiss Johnson, whoa.
Hi, Dennis from Weiss Johnson here, and we're excited to be partnering up with the Nielsen Show and have a special deal exclusive for Nielsen Show listeners. Get 10% off any new Trane furnace, air conditioner, or heat pump installation from now until the end of October. Bundle a furnace with an AC or heat pump and get 25% off the package price. Get your home comfort now for all seasons with Weiss Johnson and Trane. Trane, it's hard to stop a train. Visit wjsportstalk.com today.
Fall football in your living room just became the Fan Zone. Before you move in the giant screen, make space to cheer on your favorite team with Sentinel Storage. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca.
Running your own small business takes courage, and as it grows, so does your team. That's why Alberta Blue Cross offers health, dental, life, disability, and wellness benefits designed for small businesses. Because we know a healthy team means a thriving business. Join over 5,000 Alberta businesses who have chosen us to help their business grow and succeed. Alberta Blue Cross takes care of you and your employees, so you can take care of your business. Visit ab.bluecross.ca to find a plan that's right for you.
At Mind360, we invite you to embark on your mental health journey in a safe and comfortable space. Conveniently located in St. Albert, Mind360 has a diverse team of experienced clinicians that offer a broad range of tailored services for children, adults, and families. Furthermore, we are very proud to serve our military, veterans, and first responders. If you're looking for counseling, treatment, or assessment, understand that you are not alone. Contact Mind360 at mind360.ca to book an appointment today.
Six Oilers have been loaned to the AHL. Arto Lepinen, Quinn Hudson, Josh Szymanski, James Hamlin, Vilja Marjala, and Connor Clattenburg reporting to the AHL. And the Oilers also placed Cam Dineen and Riley Stillman on waivers for the purpose of reassignment. 5 preseason games are just about to get underway. Bruins and Capitals facing off. Red Wings and Maple Leafs matching up, while the Lightning and Panthers hit the ice. NFL injuries. Lamar Jackson did not practice for the Ravens today. He's out with a hamstring injury. In Washington's Terry McLaurin has been ruled out of Sunday's matchup against the Chargers as he battles a quad issue. Thursday night football, Rams and 49ers clash. Both teams 3-1 on the season. Enjoy the action alongside Lieutenant Eric at Selly's Sports Bar and Lounge at Century Casino on Fort Road. Kickoff for that one is at 6:15. And right now in baseball, entering the 7th inning, Cubs up 2-0 over the Padres. They've held that lead since the 2nd inning. That series is tied at 1 apiece. Plus, Toronto's playoff opponent will be determined tonight. Yankees and Red Sox battle just after 6 o'clock. I'm Zachary Kubish. That was your sports update. The third and final hour of the Reid Wilkins Show starts right now.
All right, thanks a lot for tuning in this afternoon. It's 5:07 along with Jason Milne. I'm Reid Wilkins on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports, presented by Play Alberta, your home for online gaming excitement, featuring casino games, live dealer action, lottery, instance, and sports betting. Now with the new Play Alberta app, you can take the fun with you anywhere. Download the app or sign up today at playalberta.ca. Jay, I'm going to do it. I didn't tell you I was going to do it. You probably don't want me to do it. I'm going to address one person's comment in the nasty chat.
Okay.
Shrimp City Beach says, after we did a rodeo interview, and we did one yesterday as well, Shrimp City Beach says, I have an idea. Quit using animals for sport. And then also saying, so if you break your leg, we put you down. First of all, yes, I have seen, unfortunately, animals get injured at a rodeo and at chuck wagon races who unfortunately had to be euthanized pretty much on the spot. They bring out the giant blue tarp, usually, so the animal's hidden behind it. And usually this is an injury that the animal will not, or a horse can die from a heart attack. I saw that once at a rodeo while it was bucking. I'm not going to argue with Shrimp City Beach or anybody else who says that there aren't injuries or deaths to animals as the result of rodeo. Or chuck wagon. I can't deny that. It's a fact. I could also tell you it's a fact that the people involved in rodeo have a high degree of respect for the animals and for their health and safety. And that many of these people, as we talked to with Cole yesterday and with Denny, have grown up around animals. They many of them are born into the life. And I know you weren't there yesterday for Cole's interview, but it was a family thing. I covered a lot of chuck wagons. It was, 3 generations of drivers and outriders. You were born into it. You respected the sport. You respected the competition. You respected everything around the lifestyle, which largely includes, in chuck wagon racing, it's horses or, bucking stock in rodeo or steers and steer wrestling, whatever the animal is. There's a great deal of respect for that. So, I will respect anybody's opinion who says they don't like rodeo or who don't like chuck wagon racing or who will say that one death is too many. I respect your opinion. I would say to you, well, then don't watch it. And don't you dare, though, insult the people involved in that sport. And I'm not saying you're doing that, Shrimp City Beach, but I have seen other people do it. If you don't like the sport, if you don't like the danger aspect to it, for both the humans and the animals, quite frankly. I mean, humans have been killed in rodeo and chuck wagon racing as well. I get it. That if you want to reject it simply on those terms, I respect your right to do that. But the people involved are not careless or reckless or disrespectful of the animals. By no means. If I will respect the right to your opinion to not like rodeo or chuck wagon racing. I will respect that. That is an opinion. If it is your argument that the animals are mistreated and disrespected, I will tell you flat out, you are wrong. You are 100% wrong.
I agree.
Well, I knew you would agree.
And I mean, if you've spent any amount of time around a rodeo, around a chuck wagon circuit, you'll see that quite clearly. Let's put it to you this way. A lot of those people have nicer houses for their animals than they do for themselves that are coming up through that. That's just the way that they treat those animals because they respect them. But you do hear that. And yeah, like you said, if you don't like it and you don't, it's not your thing, that's fine.
That's fine.
Nobody's here to argue
it really
that.
is. It really is. But again, I would just say, yeah, and hey, who knows? Maybe in 100 years, maybe there won't be rodeo. Maybe there won't be chuck wagon racing. The chucks have changed, even in the 25 years I've been following them or covering them. Mm-hmm. Things change. Breakaway roping is, I'm not going to argue with you. It can be jarring to watch calf roping. Now they call it tie-down roping.
Tie-down roping, yeah.
But, it's jarring to see it, but the animals get up from that. And these all come from
Western culture.
Western culture. You might have a calf getting away.
Well,
right?
Every calf that is born out in the back 60 or back 2000 needs to be taken in, doctored, and then released back.
Yeah.
That's how they do it. That's how it's been done for centuries, is that way. So it's not just a sport that they created out of nothing. Everything that they're doing has a connection with the Western culture that these events were born out of.
Yeah. Shrimp City Beach offering a rebuttal saying they're respected 100% until their usefulness is outlived. I don't even know what you mean by that. The animals are not killed when their careers end. They are not.
Mm-hmm.
They often, quite frankly, live out their lives quite peacefully, from what I know.
Well, go to a farm. Go to a rodeo. Say, hey, I've never seen something like this. I bet you would find very positive remarks from people, even in invitations to go and see how these animals are treated. A lot of that is just disinformation or having not seen that in person.
Right. Yeah, and quite frankly, some of the chuck wagon horses I would have covered their races were in their late teens. Their thoroughbred racing careers would have ended at 4 or 5. They love to run. They got to do it for another decade.
Well, that's a very good point because those are all retired thoroughbred horses.
Yeah.
That would otherwise have very little use, especially if they weren't winning every race or, at the highest levels they could be. Well, this is a good way for them to carry on what they're born to do, which is run.
Yeah. Again, if you don't like the sport, that's fine. Shrimp City Beach. I mean, you've already moved the goalposts on your argument. Well, you shouldn't lose animals for sport. Well, right. You're right, Reid. They're respected, but then they're not respected after. I mean, what's your actual argument? You're just proving you don't know what you're talking about. In this regard, Shrimp City, quite frankly. I know you're a regular listener. We appreciate you check in. I appreciate you post. like you're just backpedaling and moving the goalposts now because, quite frankly, I'm destroying your stance. So congratulations. You can tell everybody, wow, Reid Wilkins took me to school today. Time for our courageous moment for Alberta Blue Cross. Running your own small business takes courage. And as it grows, so does your team. That's why Alberta Blue Cross offers health, dental, life, disability, and wellness benefits designed just for small businesses, because we know a healthy team means a thriving business. Visit ab.bluecross.ca to find a plan that's right for you.
Well, this one, we were talking about it today, and I had to show you this video I took last night. This is from my daughter's U13 basketball game. This was at the EYBA Center. I've sent it over to Coob, so I'm just going to set the stage here. So this was a game. This is Tier 1 basketball for these girls. This is the best basketball U13 in the city, this tier anyways. And my daughter's an underage. She wasn't playing at that time of the game. They came back. They were down early in the game, 15-6. They battled back. And here they were with 2 seconds left on the clock. And the other team was up 32-31. And I do have to say this. This is U13.
Right.
The prospects of making one foul free throw are 50-50 at best.
Okay.
I mean, it's a shot. It's a hard shot. It's not like these are professionals or they've played a long time. These are young girls. So 32-31 for the other team. And this is our player on the Shirt Park team, Cato, steps up to the free throw line. And I will, please forgive me. My exuberance as a dad watching.
We got the audio? Okay.
We kind of have to, because I make a real ass of myself in a positive way. It was just sheer jubilation from my perspective, but I apologize to those listening on the audio stream right now. You're probably not going to get it, but it's a video. Coob, go ahead and roll it. Lincoln arms. Here we go.
So that's one shot made.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, do it. One shot. One time. Oh my gosh.
That you?
Yeah, that is.
And then there was one last.
Well, there was 2 seconds left, so they inbounded the ball in, and they tried to put it up, and they fell short. But it was just, look, when we got home last night, we were still buzzing talking about it. And I've said this to my daughter. I said, you know what? It wouldn't matter what side of that game you were on. That was just really exciting to watch. And that Cato, the girl that shot those 2 free throws, made 2 in a row under a very high pressure situation. Well, it's not,
right?
But it is. You want to win for your team. That is her first year playing basketball.
Ever.
Her whole family has played soccer. She's played soccer her entire life. And then she said that she just decided basketball was her sport. And she started practicing. And she's quickly risen to be one of the best players on their team. So it was really cool to see that, to see the girls so excited. And obviously there's another side of it. There's a team that's dejected. But even after the fact, you look at that game and you say, that was really, really cool. I saw a lot of other former basketball players there. Guys and gals that played at U of A, Concordia, that are now coaching. And they were all huddled around watching this finish to the game because it went a little longer.
Right.
And I said, that was pretty neat,
That's
wasn't
good.
it? And
so the free throws are not often made at that level.
They're 50-50 at best.
Okay.
And
At
she
best.
stepped up and nailed 2.
Ice cold.
And that's a courageous moment. But the thing is this, those kids may never forget that game. That was a 32-31 game, went up and, hit 2 free throws to win 33-32.
Do they play, how long are the games?
It's, 12-minute quarters? Yeah, I think it's 12-minute quarters. So it was,
Two 12s?
No, well, I guess 24-minute halves, but it's broken into quarters.
Okay, but they run the clock straight, though?
Not at the end.
Okay.
They stop the clock.
Okay.
It was just incredible. So that was the Alberta Blue Cross courageous moment for today. Just so proud of Cato as well, because she is very soft-spoken, but she is a killer on the court. And being at her first year of basketball, just a fantastic story.
Awesome stuff. Thanks for sharing that. The Alberta Blue Cross courageous moment. We'll look at some Elks playoff chances. Words of the day coming up. It's the Reid Wilkins Show with Jason Milne.
Six players have been loaned to the Condors. Oilers sending Atro Lepinen, Quinn Hudson, Josh Szymanski, James Hamlin, Vilja Mariala, and Connor Clantenberg to the AHL. Edmonton has also placed Cam Dineen and Riley Stillman on waivers for the purpose of reassignment. And 5 games are live in the NHL, all in the first period. Maple Leafs up 1-0 off the stick of Austin Matthews. About 14 minutes left in the first period against the Red Wings. While the Flyers, Travis Sanheim getting on the board, up 1-0 over the Islanders. 12.5 minutes to go in that game. Down south, Terry McLaurin of the Commanders has been ruled out for Sunday's game against the Chargers. McLaurin sidelined with a quad injury. While in Baltimore, Lamar Jackson did not practice due to a hamstring issue. And in Philly, or in Las Vegas, Brock Bowers was limited at practice for the Raiders with a knee injury. Tonight, the Rams and 49ers butt heads from LA. Watch the game with Lieutenant Eric down at Selly Sports Barn Lounge at Century Casino on Fort Road for 6:15 kickoff. In baseball right now, bottom of the 7th, Chicago Cubs up 2-0 over the Padres, holding that lead since the 2nd inning. The winner of that game moves on to play the Brewers. And just after 6, it's the Yankees and Red Sox going toe-to-toe in Game 3. Winner of that one moves on to the ALDS to play Toronto. The Reid Wilkins Show continues following the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
The leaves are turning, and just like golf season, time is running out to get in on Play Alberta's biggest offer ever. For a limited time only, new players can get up to a $1,000 casino bonus when they sign up. There's never been a better time to join the fun. Visit playalberta.ca today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery all in one app. Must be 18 plus to play. Remember, if you gamble, please use your game sense.
It's wing showdown time at the Canadian Brewhouse. Creamy street corn goes head-to-head with Mexican chili lime. 2 bold flavors battling for your taste buds. Grab them anytime, or just 69 cents every Wing Wednesday. The Canadian Brewhouse. Our house is your house.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino.
Just wasting gas. Whoa, blurring them dotted lines, killing.
Don't miss 3-time CCMA Performer of the Year, Dallas Smith, Unplugged, November 1st at the River Cree Resort and Casino. Get your tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement, bet on it.
Need extra space for products, tools, or seasonal stock? Sentinel Storage gives your business flexible storage and the room to grow. Affordable storage that scales with you. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca. Buy Canadian, store Canadian.
Looking for a winning strategy for your retirement? Contact me, Joaquin Gage at K4 Financial, where expertise meets dedication. I will always look for a careful approach to your retirement, ensuring your financial future is secure. From tailored strategies to clear, actionable advice, I'm here to guide you every step of the way. Don't leave your future to chance. Get in touch with me, Joaquin Gage, today at k4financial.ca or email joaquin.gage@k4financial.ca to start planning for a brighter future and a more secure retirement.
All right, thanks a lot for joining us this afternoon. Oilers lost 4-2 in Seattle last night, so they will be in Vancouver tomorrow. Finally, the end of the preseason. What happened, Coop? Coop's losing his mind over there.
No, I'm just giggling to myself.
He's got the giggle sticks.
Did I say something naughty by accident? Did you burp up some yogurt?
Maybe I did.
You having the yogurt shakes?
Usually do about this time.
Poop Stains in the River Cree Resort Casino inbox says, "Good job, well said, Reid. They wouldn't do it," and I'm assuming rodeo people, chuck wagon, all that, the world. I guess they wouldn't do it if they didn't love animals. Dirty Dawn says, "I'm 100% with you, Reid." Norman at Combine says, "Good on you, Reid and Jay." So good on you, Reid. Go on, Reid.
Well, look, I have a strong opinion on it. And look, I don't know if Shrimp City Beach is still listening. I appreciate you having an opinion, but if you're going to have a strong opinion, I might have one back.
That's okay.
And I'm sure Shrimp City Beach is fine with it. But like I often say, if people want to be part of the show, be careful. You might get your wish. I would just say, okay, if to Shrimp City, if that's your argument, are you a vegan or vegetarian? Like, do you not eat animals or use animals for anything? So, some people don't, which is fine. But I mean, if that's your belief, then, I don't know. When Shrimp City Beach said, "Hey, like I live in a rural area in southern Alberta, you assume my ignorance." And I said, "Well, you're demonstrating your ignorance if you don't believe that these animals are beloved." That's all I'm saying. Maybe he's seen something I haven't seen, which is fine. But I would say rodeo and chuck wagon horses or animals being mistreated. I can't say it's never happened because it probably has. I would say the drivers and cowboys and cowgirls that do that would be in the extreme minority and would probably be eventually shunned from the industry. That's all I'm saying. I can't really put it any more simpler than that.
Valid point. Or points. This is fun.
It is fun. It is fun.
What are we going to do? We're going to talk CFL. We're going to talk about
let's do our NFL picks quickly.
Our NFL predictions.
So our loser pool picks. Last week, I got New Orleans losing to Buffalo, and I got Indianapolis losing to the Rams.
So you went 2 for 2.
Yeah, and I have 7 out of 8 points for this season.
Okay, I have 6 out of 8 points because I once again went 1-1. I did have Cincinnati losing, which they did. I had the Giants losing, which they did not. They got Jackson Dart energy now. So we shall see.
So this week, I'm going to take the 49ers to lose to the Rams tonight. Now, again, we can't pick teams more than once in a year. And I will also take Denver to lose at the Eagles Sunday morning at 11.
I also have the San Francisco 49ers to lose because I think this is a great time to try and use that pick.
That's the thing. When are good teams going to lose, right?
Yeah.
I think Joe Montana's playing quarterback tonight.
And I'm going to take New England to lose to the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo.
Oh, interesting. Okay. All right. So I'm up 7-6 in that one. Close. Yes. Then we also have our fantasy pool, the world's simplest fantasy league.
RWS, WJM, PSL, DTGC League in support of the St. Vincent School for Poorly Coordinated Boys.
All right, so each week we draft a quarterback and a kicker. Once you've taken the player, you can't take him again, but he's still available to the other guy. For quarterbacks, it's total touchdowns. Lamar Jackson and Justin Herbert. It is Justin, right?
Mm-hmm.
Each had 1 touchdown last week, so we split a point. You had the kicker Sly.
Joey Sly.
His team got shut out.
They did.
And for kickers, it's total length of made field goals. I had Cardi from the Rams. He had 79 yards of field goals, so I get a point. So I've caught up. It's now 4.5 to 3.5 for Jay. You were up 4-0 after week 2. So we roll the D100. If it's 1 through 50, Jay picks first and fourth. If it's 51 through 100, I pick first and fourth for this week.
Yeah.
Kind of rolling it there. Let's make sure it doesn't. Oh, it actually stopped. Oh, 48. You pick first and fourth.
Okay. Wow.
You weren't expecting that.
No, I'm surprised. I'm shocked, actually.
You thought he was going to lose the roll.
Well, let's do this then. Let's do this, Reid. I'm going to take Dak Prescott as they take on the Jets.
You're taking Prescott? Okay.
Sure.
I'm going to take Jalen Hurts as my quarterback, and I'm going to take Chad Ryland as my kicker. I forget who he plays for, but I wrote it down somewhere else.
Okay, I'm going to take then as my kicker Jake Bates, who is the kicker for the Detroit Lions, taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
All right, there we have it. This is fascinating.
Fascinatingly.
This is the world's simplest NFL fantasy pool. 2 people, 2 players per week. Very simple. Well, you got to do some math to add up the length of made field goals, to be fair.
Who was your quarterback you took?
Hurts. I haven't taken him already yet. No. I've taken Daniels, Burrow, Allen, Herbert, and now Hurts. And you have not, you still have Hurts available to you. So we've both taken Allen. Josh Allen's completely off. He's out of our league. He's out of our league. I watched a movie his wife was in.
Oh.
What's her name? Haley Steinfeld. I watched that movie Sinners the other night. Spoiler alert, everybody. She turns into a vampire in the film.
No, she doesn't.
Yes, she does.
Really?
Yeah, it's in the trailer.
Okay.
Yeah, so you kind of know that stuff's going to go down as the movie goes on.
You didn't just completely spoil it.
No. It happens.
Okay.
Yeah, she's, early-ish, I guess, compared to what's going on in the film. It was just okay. Like, I was really excited to see it. It's Michael B. Jordan is the star. He plays twins in it. It was directed by Ryan Coogler, who did Black Panther, which Michael B. Jordan was in as well. It's just okay. Like, it looks good. They use music really well, but in the end of the movie, it's kind of a vampire story.
What was that movie that everybody's all hot about?
Nosferatu.
No.
Oh.
What was the one?
One Battle After Another.
Okay.
Fritz the Cat.
Nope.
Was it like a spooky movie?
It was supposed to be super scary.
Weapons?
Weapons.
Yeah,
Have you seen Weapons?
No.
Why?
Did you see it?
No.
I did.
I haven't watched a
good.
movie in a long time.
It was a very odd film. Like the way that I received it, it was one of those horrors who didn't try and be overly scary, because sometimes they push the scare factor a little bit too much and it just becomes cringeworthy. Like, it's a bit funny and humorous. Like, it's too over the top where you're like, okay, come on, let's be serious now. They kind of did the reverse in parts of that. The storyline was amazing, but for it to be like a horror, it was psychologically a horror movie.
Yeah, there's
but
different
it wasn't
ways to
spooky,
scare people, right? Like, yeah.
I'm surprised you haven't seen Weapons.
Well, I just don't have a lot of time to watch stuff. I mean, I think I've seen 4 movies in the last 4 months. The weekend I saw Fantastic Four and Superman back-to-back, different days, was one of the greatest movie weekends of my life. I rented Thunderbolts a few weeks ago, and now I watch Sinners. I don't know if I've seen... I think I watched that Captain America movie where Harrison Ford turns into the Red Hulk. That wasn't very good. And it's not... I don't only like Marvel movies, but it's like sometimes if I have time, then that's what I'll watch.
You should watch it over the weekend.
Which one?
Weapons.
So you've seen it?
No.
Why are you so excited about it?
I've heard a lot about it.
Yes,
it was
good
very
well reviewed.
I think you would like it.
And it was the same guy that did a movie a few years ago called Barbarian, but I haven't seen that either.
Conan?
Which they should remake. Who would play Conan the Barbarian? Which EST?
Oh, great question.
Which EST personality would play Conan the Barbarian?
Trev's been working out.
Yeah, probably Trev. He's got the look.
Murray McCourt?
Who?
Murray McCourt?
Oh, Murray McCourt. I thought you had Murray.
I kind of
Murray's
did say
in
that,
great shape.
Mm-hmm. Belsey's been hitting the gym too.
Belsey, yes. Good point. That's a fascinating question.
But I'd probably watch Weapons. But this One Battle After Another is supposed to be awesome.
This is Marvel?
No, One Battle After Another is a drama black comedy, I think. It's the one with DiCaprio that just came out.
Yeah.
So Onright saw it on the weekend, and he's like, you got to go see it. And I'm like, I'll try. And then the next day, he's like, did you see it yet? I'm like, dude, like it's been a day.
Okay, because we talked about this, and I said to you that I don't think I could watch that.
It's almost 3 hours long.
Well, not just because the storyline, doesn't he kidnap his daughter?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
I'd have no desire to see that.
I don't want to know too much about it.
I have zero desire.
But the director is Paul Thomas Anderson, who did what I think is one of the greatest films this century, which is There Will Be Blood.
Classic.
Did you see that?
Yes.
Yeah.
That I have seen.
Well, Daniel Day-Lewis is amazing.
Fantastic.
Yeah. He drank his milkshake.
That was, okay. So that's your homework for the weekend.
To watch another movie?
Weapons.
Any movie? I'm not
Weapons.
going to be able to watch Weapons.
Why?
Where am I going to watch Weapons?
You can rent it, I'm sure.
There's stuff going on the weekend.
Oh, yeah? You got big plans?
Well, my buddy's going to come watch the Blue Jays game on Saturday. TBD for the time.
Sweet.
And then, he's got some family stuff Sunday. So I don't know what I'm going to fit stuff in. Yes.
Yeah, I understand.
Sounds like Jay wanted an invite.
No.
You guys should go watch
we
it
should
together.
take Coop the Corgi to a movie.
He just sits
as
there
our helper dog,
licking everything. Yeah, he'd be great.
Coop, have this popcorn. He's like, no, I found my own on the floor. That's 3 days old.
Quit licking the floor, Coop.
I'm a dog.
Have to wash his paws after that.
The Elks do not play this weekend. The games are as such. Tomorrow, Saskatchewan at Ottawa. Saturday, Hamilton at Toronto, and Calgary at BC. So 3 teams have a bye. I think the perfect weekend for the Elks, Saskatchewan can beat Ottawa. Fine.
Yeah, they're not catching them.
Yeah. That game, might as well just keep Ottawa further behind in that crossover scenario. Hamilton, Toronto. I think we need Hamilton to win.
Yep.
I think so. Hamilton over Toronto, obvious. Saskatchewan over Ottawa, nice. Calgary, BC. Calgary's 8-6. BC's 8-7. So Calgary's already had their final bye. BC still has one to come. And of course, the Elks are 6-9. Calgary has a game in hand on the Elks. Who's it better for the Elks to win that game?
BC. BC's on the way up. They're going places. I'm not so sure about Calgary. They've just had so many defensive injuries that this team looked totally different before these injuries. So I think Calgary is a team like Winnipeg that is somebody you can catch. Now, after the bye week, Winnipeg's also on one. They come to Edmonton.
Play here.
So I think Calgary to lose would be beneficial for the Elks.
Yeah.
So just a little teaser for everybody. I've already went ahead and done this.
Uh-oh.
Saskatchewan to win, Hamilton to win, BC to win. They're all favorites. If you put that into a 3-leg parlay, that's plus 267 over at Play Alberta. I can tell you this. I will have this as Jay's play of the day tomorrow. The Elks path to victory parlay.
Okay.
So I'm going to get that number boosted. So don't jump on it yet. Wait for the good old glue guy to go ahead and bump that.
So here's the thing. No, Calgary does have a game in hand, so that's not great for the Elks, but it's going to be hard for the Elks to make the playoffs. If the Elks match Calgary's record and win the last game of the season against Calgary, the Elks would finish ahead of the Stamps.
Yeah.
BC is 2 wins ahead of Edmonton with 3 games remaining, and BC has the tiebreaker on the Elks. Now, the Elks got a win in BC in a couple of weeks, but it's unlikely they're going to finish ahead of BC.
Very.
Because BC just has to win 1 game. The Elks could get the tiebreaker against Winnipeg. They got to win by 2 touchdowns. Now, the Elks still have to win these games, but the head-to-head, the easiest team to beat out head-to-head is Calgary.
It's weird to say that, but it is, and they control their destiny with Calgary. They control the season series. If they win that final game, they get the season series. So if they're in a tie, well, the tie goes to Edmonton.
So that's the thing. You got to just hope for Calgary to keep losing. Well, here's the crazy thing.
And Ottawa and Toronto.
And Ottawa and Toronto to keep losing.
Because I don't think Edmonton...
Though now Ottawa's not as much of a threat.
I don't think there's a path to Edmonton getting into the Western Division. I think there is a path to them getting to the crossover.
Yeah, I'm talking about crossover. I'm talking about them getting 4th.
Yeah.
So, and here's the crazy thing. If the Elks split their next 2 games, they'd be 7-10. If Calgary loses their next 3 games, they would be 8-9.
9.
And then that would still be for 4th.
Crazy.
Because if Edmonton got to 8-10, the first tiebreaker is head-to-head. So the Elks can't afford to lose a game if Calgary loses all of theirs. So it's not great. We wish the Elks were in a better situation. Just winning one of those 2 last play field goal games would have changed the complexion quite a bit. But so that's the path, right? So Jay and I think it's better for Calgary to stay at 8 wins.
Yes.
So go BC when they play on Saturday. And for sure go Hamilton against Toronto as well. what does that one say? Keep it 100. Is that the username? Is next weekend a Thanksgiving tailgate? My fandom and my appetite hope so. Well, there is a tailgate.
It's a chili cook-off.
Oh, it's a chili cook-off at the Elks game?
October 11th, as they host the Winnipeg Blue Bombers.
Just hearing the word chili makes me cringe.
You're running to the bathroom already.
T. Kirk or Sobe Kirk says, I want to be a part of the show. Hey, Jay. Hey, Reid.
Yeah, that's good. That's another way to be a part. There are a lot of ways to be a part of the show.
And Uncle Jesse says, silly me thinking that GCL was GCL Diesel, not gift card league.
Oh, that's a good point. We didn't even realize that was in there. Plus, we have PCL in there. Oh, we have PCL.
We have GCL, gift card league.
And don't we have PSL, pumpkin spice latte.
Bronco Nick says, do rushing touchdowns count in our pool?
Yeah, for quarterbacks.
Simplified rule, yes, they do.
Any touchdown a quarterback is a part of, running or passing. Yeah. Well, it's good for clarifying. I guess it's not as simple as we thought.
I guess not.
If we had to get asked a question about the rules, apparently it's not as simple a league as we thought. So that was pretty good. Yeah. No, people can be part of the show in many different ways.
Absolutely. We encourage it.
Yes. Just sometimes I make someone part of the show and they don't like it.
That's okay. I mean, it's not, it's conversation, right? We're having conversation. You can have your take there. We can say what we think about your take, right?
Yes.
That's the rules of engagement, is it not?
Certainly is.
All right.
Edmonton Sports Talk, of course, is presented by Play Alberta. Gaming made easy, anytime, anywhere. With Play Alberta, you have a full casino experience right at your fingertips. Play from your phone, tablet, or computer whenever it works for you. Download the Play Alberta app today. Get started with a $50 casino bonus. Just deposit $50 with the promo code EST Casino. Play smart, play local, and remember to use your game sense. Okay, we are going to take a timeout. Words of the day coming up.
Edmonton's Atro Lepinen, Quinn Hudson, Josh Szymanski, James Hamlin, Vili Mariala, and Connor Klamberg have been loaned to the AHL Condors. The Oilers also placed Cam Dineen and Riley Stillman on waivers with 5 games underway in the NHL, all in the first period. Bruins down 1-0 to the Capitals, about 3 minutes left in the frame. Maple Leafs up 1-0, about 2 to go against the Red Wings. Well, the Lightning are down 1-0. Eetu Luosterainen scoring for Florida on the other side. 3 minutes to go in the first. NFL injuries. Lamar Jackson did not practice for the Ravens today, out with a hamstring injury. Elsewhere, Washington's Terry McLaurin has been ruled out for Sunday's game against the Chargers. He's battling a quad issue. Thursday Night Football, it's Rams 49ers clashing, both teams 3-1 on the season. Enjoy the action with Lieutenant Eric at Sally's Sports Bar and Lounge at Center Casino on Fort Road. Kickoff for that one is at 6:15. Right now in baseball, Cubs up 3-0, top of the 8th against the Padres. And in just a moment, the Red Sox and Yankees get underway. They're warming up. The winner of that game moves on to play Toronto. The closing segment of the Reid Wilkins Show brings us back on the other side of the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
EST Afternoons.
I'm going to wrap check from Winnipeg Sports Talk. Jonathan Toews, how has he looked this preseason? And are fans okay with him kind of centering that second line?
There's a lot of mixed reaction to Toews being the plan at second line center this year. You have people that are saying, oh, maybe the 2 years off is a good thing. Other people saying, well, he went and hasn't played hockey in 2 years. What is this guy really going to look like?
EST Afternoons, weekday afternoons 1 to 3, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
The Alberta Snowmobile and Power Sports Show is back October 17th and 18th at the Edmonton Expo Center. See the 2026 lineup of sleds, ATVs, decks, GMC trucks, gear, and accessories. Meet 13-time X Games pro athlete Levi Lavalle. Presented by GMC. AlbertaSnowmobileshow.com.
Your brand deserves more than just a whisper, it deserves a buzz. At the Hive Product Marketing, they specialize in promotional products that bring the buzz. From eye-catching giveaways to unforgettable keepsakes, they got the perfect products to make your brand stand out and get noticed. Visit the Hive Product Marketing and let them create the buzz your business deserves. The Hive Product Marketing, the official merch partner of Edmonton Sports Talk. Visit them online at thehiveproductmarketing.com.
Hi there. If you're like me, you like to picture yourself in luxury, even though there's absolutely no way you could afford it. And if you can, well, even better. Thankfully, I picture myself in something that is luxury, but still absolutely affordable, like the all-new Mazda CX-90 from Park Mazda. With the new luxury features like facial recognition settings and quilted detail Napa leather seating, I can pretend to be comfortable with all of my proper settings activated without even touching a button, thanks to Mitch Lewicki and the great staff at Park Mazda. I like to picture Mitch Lewicki as a ninja fighting off evil samurai.
Park Mazda, your dealer for life in Sherwood Park off Y Road, parkmazda.ca.
All right, we're here. Remember to give us a thumbs up if you're watching on YouTube. Let's make a big late push for 100. We need 20 thumbs. Weed Whacker just apologizing for being a pleasure delayer. That is looking. You know what I didn't play today? Coop played the remix. We got to do this one. What are you doing, Coop?
He wants a pass.
Click, click, click. Must you click? Please, please click. Must you click? You must click. Thumb, thumb, thumb.
All right, let's see if we can make a late push here for 100.
Oh, Coop, don't you?
Did he fumble? Okay, we got a football here in the studio. We
probably shouldn't
be throwing it around. Coop's trying to spin it.
In Coop's.
Coop, please return to your station.
Yeah, please put that back.
Please
in good
return.
hands.
Please return to your workstation. Please return to the technical desk. We do not need the. Is that a game used Golden Bears football?
Tis.
Did you intercept that in a game and now you have it?
No, I think I stole this from a training camp.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was guest coaching, so I mean, hey, give me something. No, I asked for this. This is from Sipowicz, my old trainer.
Oh, nice.
We called him.
That's
Sipowicz
a great name
because he was a cop, but he was in internal affairs, and his name was Rick, but we called him Sipowicz. Because Andy Sipowicz from NYPD Blue.
We talked about this one other day, I think. So his name did not sound like Sipowicz.
Had
was not
nothing
Sipowicz.
to do with it.
What was his actual last name? Do you remember?
Thiessen. Rick Thiessen.
And he called him Sipowicz.
Yeah.
And it's stuck.
Still to this day.
Isn't it weird how some nicknames stick and it's like, well, of course that's his nickname. And other nicknames stick and you're like, how did they get to that?
But like, I'll run into him because his granddaughter will play basketball against my girls. And I'll be like, "What's up, Sipper?" He knows.
Yeah,
it's the same name. It's the same. Those are good ones.
Yeah, but it's amazing that it's stuck. That the whole team called him that. Yeah. Though I guess if he just gets introduced as Sipowicz, you think that's his name.
Wow.
There was a guy.
What a name.
There's a guy I worked with in Lloyd. His name was David Sarich. And he wrote commercials, and the other guy in the commercial department, who was my best friend at work, started calling him LGG, and I actually never even knew what that stood for. They did something like something happened, and that he was called LGG, and then that became Elge, that became Elgin. That became Baylor, Baylor, and that became Twine, and that became Twiner.
Oh,
and at any different point, you could use any one of those nicknames, and he would respond to it. But it got to the point that new people would come in, and so say there'd be a new person in sales, and I'd be like, "Oh, hey, I think you have to take this to David." So I would say, "David." Who's David? Well, he's in that office just off reception there. Well, that's Dean. No, the other guy. That is David. The only other one I know is Elge. I was like, oh, Elge is David.
Oh, that's too good.
It just became this whole.
That's good.
I like amazing thing. We're in the Canadian Brewhouse studio. Lobster Fest at the Canadian Brewhouse Saturday at 6. Enjoy a pound and a half of fresh Atlantic lobster with all the fixings for $49.99. Pair it with a stein of Alexander Keith's. Details at thecanadianbrewhouse.com. We had lobster here in studio on Monday, which is pretty amazing. Combine crew has added to the members. What does that mean?
Nasties? Maybe they're recruiting people to listen to EST.
Or they're having a child. Is one of the combine crew had a child or with child?
No.
Well, I don't know.
Congrats, Sticky Rice. I just saw her yesterday.
Yeah.
I would have never known.
Norm's being very cryptic.
He is.
You can text us at 780-218-9999. Afternoon inbox presented by River Cree Resort and Casino. Happy hour featuring $5.25 drinks. Available Sunday to Thursday, 9 a.m. until 7 p.m. And don't forget to check out rivercreeresort.com. Bunch of great shows coming up. Nazareth, the Canadian Farewell Tour. 2 shows, October 18th and 19th. rivercreeresort.com or the River Cree box office.
Did you see who's coming to River Cree Resort later on?
Dallas Smith?
Nope.
Jefferson Starship? I have the whole list right here.
Do you?
Honeymoon Suite and Streetheart? I mentioned the Leopard tribute band earlier.
December 26th, 2025.
Yeah, I mentioned that earlier.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
I didn't hear that.
You probably dozed off.
I wasn't listening.
Probably dozed off like most listeners to the show.
My apologies. Can we do a couple quick limericks that we didn't get to yesterday?
Sure. Sorry.
Oh, shoot. Where's the one from VR? Sorry, VR. I accidentally must have deleted yours. I'll look in my trash. So the Oilers picked up another Connor. For some, the deal was a yawner. It does no harm. It helps the farm. With each passing day, the other is a goner. And he puts in quotes, I hope not.
Okay.
Let's see if I can get this. Oh, here it is. I found VR's. VR Montenegro says, Reid and Jay. That past one was from Bronco Nick. This one's from VR. Reid and Jay road game. Time for them to party. Icehouse chili cook-off. I hope it's hearty. I put beans into mine. Exactly $2.39. Because adding one more would make it too farty.
Oh, that is good. That's really good. That's up for Limerick of the Year. Save that one.
Okay, I got to start a limerick. Okay, so I'm going to put it back in my inbox. Yeah. That's going to be the first entry, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll mark this as unread and I'll save it after.
Okay.
Awesome. Well done. Word of the day?
Yeah, words of the day.
The word of the day.
Let's do it.
With Reid and Jay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
What do they got to say?
Say what again? Say what again? I dare you.
Let's find out.
English, do you speak it? Then you know what I'm saying.
First word of the day, impetuous. Impetuous.
Impetuous. IMPETUOUS. I believe this means kind of difficult to deal with, maybe even a little mouthy or defiant.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Yeah.
Gonna give it to you?
Impetuous is a synonym of impulsive that describes a person who is acting without thought or an action that is done without thought.
No, I didn't really get it.
1.75. 1.75. You were directionally there. Out of 2 on the first word.
It is a certain amount of someone who's being difficult to deal with.
That's right.
In a way, yes. Okay.
Second word of the day, impecunious.
Oh.
Impecunious.
Impecunious.
Let me just make sure I'm properly pronouncing this. Doesn't matter.
Impecunious. Impecunious. Impecunious.
Impecunious. Impecunious.
Oh, I don't know what that letter would be. Yeah,
I. It's an I.
Starts with an I.
Starts with an I.
Yeah, I'm going to take a stab at it. Impecunious. I don't think this is right, but I'm not sure how else to do it, unless that's an A. Impecunious. No, probably not. IMPEQUENIOUS. So what is it? Oh, wow. Thanks. Doubling up on it.
IMPECUNIOUS.
It's not a Q.
No.
So I put a Q where there should have been a C.
Yeah.
Why did I think there was a Q?
I mean, they're both the same sound.
Impecunia. Yeah, well, no, I should have figured that out. Because I did. Oh, no, I put an extra. Well, the reason I put that extra E in is because I had the QU. So, I got to do a definition. I need a sentence. I don't know what this is.
They were so impecunious that they couldn't afford to give one another even token Christmas gifts.
They were broke, had no money, short on money,
having very little or no money, usually habitually.
Oh, okay. That's a good word.
So, all in all, you were 2.25 out of 4. Not bad.
No, I got 0 for impecunious.
0 on the spelling. You got 0.5 on the definition.
I didn't.
You used a sentence, so that takes away 0.5.
Because I got the sentence right. I lost the 0.5 and I got it. Well, that's amazing.
Hey, you got to wake up early to beat me, Reid.
Yeah, I really do. I'm never up early enough. All right. Thanks for checking out the show, everybody. We're back tomorrow at 3. Of course, the Edmonton Sports Talk stream resumes on iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, and YouTube at 6:04 a.m. with the Nielsen Show. And that show is also on 95.7 Cruise FM, which is really cool. On behalf of Zachary Kunish, my God, I'm out of control. Zachary Kubish, who's Kunish? I was thinking of Mila Kunis.
Well, they said
if you married her and she hyphenated her name, she'd be Mila
Kubish.
Yeah,
that's a power couple.
She's married to somebody, isn't she?
Wasn't she Ashton Kutcher?
Ashton Kutcher, yep.
Yeah.
Kutcher Kunis.
I thought he was married to Demi Moore. Are they no longer together?
That is no longer.
That's Bruce Willis's wife you're talking about.
All right. On behalf of Zachary Kubish and Jason Milne, I'm Reid Wilkins. Take care.